Good evening, everybody. It is, fuck, it's Friday evening. Let's play some more Tales of Arise. This may not be the last stream. We may have one more after this. But yeah, so just a reminder, there's no stream on Sunday. I will post the new schedule for next week again tomorrow. I'm gonna try and do those every Saturday. But yeah, go ahead and get started. How are you doing, Brid? Thank you so much for the 15 months of support. You're amazing. Don't ever let anybody tell you differently. Oh hey, it's another memory. Who saw this coming? I, for one, had no idea that we would see another memory teleport thing. Hi, Visual. How are you doing tonight? Oh yeah, it's always good when you have a good doctor's appointment. Bad doctor's appointments are awful.
That's quite some door, all right. This might finally be it. The heart of the beast.
We'll find the Renis Alma and the Red Woman inside, right?
After everything we've been through to get here, they damn well better be.
We'll probably be needing you to open this one for us, Sovereign.
Go for it, Alphen.
Look at that fucking dapper AF uniform. Holy shit. Middle of the day in New Zealand.
Guys.
Is it?
Time to see what secrets are in store.
But you're not in New Zealand. Sometimes fashion can be symmetrical. No. It cannot. Not allowed. Symmetrical fashion, not allowed. And this isn't even the final dungeon of the game.
Volron! He really was still alive.
I don't
there's the
see
Renis
how.
Then, is this another spirit channeling ceremony?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Wait, though. Something doesn't seem right here.
Place. Oh, once more, the powers must be united. Born from the fires of chaos, the world does seek its rightful state. All must be sacrificed in the heart of Rena, at the shrine of the true sovereign.
The shrine of the true sovereign. Okay.
Reduced to a mere cog
Well,
of a
that's
machine.
a new piece of information we didn't have before.
Hey, look! Over there!
Isn't that the Maiden's crest?
Can it be that this entire chamber is meant to act as a substitute for the Maiden?
It looks like it's still running, but are we already too late to stop the ceremony?
And that is the clitoris.
If that's what caused Lenegis' transformation, then the purpose of the ceremony must have been to drain all the astral energy out of Dana.
You know,
But for what
maybe,
purpose?
but somehow...
What could possibly need
Somehow I
astral
doubt it.
energy on that sort of scale?
I don't know. But whatever it is, I'll bet it's connected to those visions of oblivion. Regardless, we cannot stand by and let them steal Dana's energy. That said, we should retrieve the Renis Alma. Because right now, we need that most of all.
Well, I mean, we're on the moon.
Lunge at us out of nowhere, right?
We're in the moon.
The Red Woman! So we finally found you. I have a lot of questions for you.
Wait!
What?
They all have the same face? How is that even possible?
Called cloning. Oh, okay, so we're gonna fight a Power Ranger now.
Who the hell are they?
Power Rangers, excuse me.
Are they even
You know, we've been
people?
waiting for a female Red Ranger in the Power Rangers. All it took was this game.
They're the true rulers of Rena.
They're not feeling.
It's technically Red Women.
It's no use, Alfie. If we don't fight, we may as well be sitting ducks here.
Good point. Let's stop them before this gets out of hand. Take this! Easter! Here I come!
Jesus, they've all got boss level hit points. Okay. Well, they're not stuck. You can't prevent them from casting. Cool, they don't have a fucking cast bar.
I never miss.
Take this!
They're not really moving, so I might as well just go all out. Oh, I'd appreciate it if you didn't try to kill me. So much. Nope. Stay away from buzzsaws. Buzzsaws are bad for your health. We do. Oh my god! I got very lucky there. That should have murdered me.
In a bind?
You're finished!
I'll smash you!
Primed and ready. Sleep now. Where are you going?
Rising Wyvern!
Quiver dragon.
Rising Wyvern!
Now I'm in the groove!
I know, right? They have all this astral energy. Literally, they stole all the life stream of the planet, or most of the life stream of the planet. And then this ragtag band of poodle lovers just rolls up and is like, I'm gonna fuck your shit up. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, fuck.
In a bind?
Annihilation.
Tear you apart! Burn!
I owe you one.
Rip and tear! What's this?
I'm not done!
I need to be not in front of it. But she's like backed against an invisible wall and I can't get around behind her.
This one's mine.
Burn in hell! Take this!
I'm hoping if I get one of them to halfway, they'll do something like merge. The voices? What about the voices? You played Flock, and you're gonna tell me you have something against bad things in video games?
Not today! No further!
Boy, if it's an emote, really? I don't see the emote. Yeah, I'm dead. That's okay. That's what items are for.
Not done yet! You're mine! It's over!
Flock is not pretty good. No.
You're mine!
Listen, Flock was recently featured on Author Blues' Dashing Through Trash. So I don't want to hear about how Flock is pretty good.
Tetrally just resubscribed. They've been a supporter for 15 months. Party Popper, hail to the 15-month Twitchiversary of my allegiance to Sinistral 2099. Party Face, my commitment level is now over 9,000. Even Goku's impressed. Dragon, here's to more emotes, more fun, and more unexpected shenanigans in the streams ahead. Let the TTS voice of victory ring out. Sinistral's #1 fan, reporting for more meme-worthy adventures, video game, robot.
Ta-da! It works perfectly. Thank you so much for the 15 months of support, Tetra. I really appreciate you. You've honestly been one of my biggest supporters. You and Brid both. I appreciate you both. Here's to many more months.
You picked the wrong fight!
Did you not do coordinated stuff? We're fighting the red women. Or maybe the red womans. I don't know. The game was very unclear. There's 3 of them, but they're called red woman and not red women, so I don't know. I'm assuming that it's just a proper word and it's like a proper name, and so it's like red woman's.
Tetrally just gifted a subscription to Visual. They've gifted 14 to members of the community.
Thank you so much. Wow, didn't update the label. Thank you so much, Tetra, for gifting Visual a sub. Visual, hello. Welcome back to being a supporter. Appreciate you. Tetra, I appreciate you as well. I will fix that label here in just a second. Honestly, I'm surprised it didn't work. Ow, ow.
Stay away from my friend!
There's not enough time to heal
Oh,
everyone.
I'm dead. Only I had an item for that. Oh god. My white mages are dead. Okay, I feel like I need to save this for the final boss. So, she's still alive. Okay.
Play
There.
dead. Shut up and be more defensive.
Not gonna be alive for long if we keep doing that shit, though.
Rising Wyvern! No escape! Mirage!
Oh, we need to...
Rising Wyvern!
Searing flame! Reload! I'll bring you back from death's abyss! I can do this all day! Reciprocate! Denied! Will this help?
Visual, enjoy your amazing emotes that Gaia made. I hope you enjoy. I hope you like them. Do they have? Wait, do they have a? They do. They have a shared life total.
Say no more.
I'll heal you all!
Yes, they do. Okay, thank you. But I don't think they're dead yet. I think that was honestly the halfway point. They don't seem like somebody that's just gonna die that easily.
Surrender! Fighting is useless now!
No.
You think it's really over?
Yeah. Way to go, Alphen.
Energy.
You jinxed
Watch
it.
out! They've got something up their sleeve!
What?
It's self-destructed?
Alphen!
I'm okay.
I'm just glad that
Just a
Hoodle's
little roughed
okay.
up.
That's all.
You had me worried there.
Okay, now kill him, take the Renis Alma, and let's leave.
Who said you could touch that?
Are you fucking kidding me?
Damn it! He's awake!
I should have thought as much.
So you know this place?
Naturally, it was built for me, after all. We'll save that for another time. More pressing is how I'm going to tear you apart.
Even after all this time, you still insist on hating me?
You cut me down. Sovereign or not, you will pay for that.
That didn't work out well for you last time. Oh, shit.
You're obviously bluffing. You can't even move right now.
Really, is that what you think?
I don't think he needs to move. I think he's got the whole... Okay, never mind. He can move.
Did you really think that such a petty device could hold me?
Are you going to claim it's because you're a ruler? Be it sovereigns or lords. In the end, they're all titles given by someone else.
Plus, what kind of ruler would spend all his time chasing Alf, who happens to be another sovereign?
Idle prattle. I proved my worth and the Sovereign's powers were granted to me.
Were they really? We already know the title of Sovereign doesn't denote royalty. It is but an overblown codename for those with a designated part to play in these proceedings.
He's just a clone of Alphen
You
or
mentioned
something.
before that you were not the only one stolen from Dana, correct?
Yeah. There were countless. And every one of them besides me.
I'm still, fingers crossed, I'm still banking on a clone project.
All of those failed experiments, and they still kept going back to Dana. There must have been some vital reason their subject had to specifically be a Danan. Then there were the records we found in the library, for you and Volron. They were logged 300 years apart, and yet the data they took from you was exactly the same. Which leads us to a single conclusion.
Then you mean Boran was kidnapped just like Alphen? But then he became
A slave from Dana. Just like us. Isn't that right, Volron?
So he posed as a Renin and caused all that suffering to his own people?
How could you? If you knew the pain of being a slave, why would you inflict that upon others?
Renan and Dana are meaningless distinctions. Me and everyone else. That is all that matters. I will stand above all others and take what is rightfully mine, starting with this.
No. You don't get to touch that.
A red woman.
Courtesy of ChatGPT, here's a message that plays with unusual sounds and combinations, leveraging the eccentric features of a text-to-speech voice generator. Zippity zappity zoo, I'm a quirky bot with a twist of kazoo, musical notes, robot, twisting twirls and wacky whirls. Listen to the mix of pixelated pearls, cyclone, party popper, from bloop bloops to beep beep beep. It's a symphony of code, oh so deep, floppy disk, musical note. So let's celebrate this bite-sized spree, with a glitchy cheer and some ASCII glee, confetti ball, shuffle.
Thank you so much for the bits, Cetra. The floppy disk got me, like, that it
Give your
pronounces
master
it.
back on Rena this message. No one makes a fool of me. Let them know I'll make them suffer.
Don't do it!
Serenus Alva!
Yeah, here we go. This is what happened to Alphen 300 years ago.
Can't stay here.
We need to go. Alpha!
I like how everybody else could just, like, make their weapon go away, and Alphen's like, no, I'm just gonna slap it on my back. Come on. We're not doing the victim thing again, are we? She's got little angel wings. She can fly.
In emote realm where grins, swiftly Craigasm's joy begins. Leaps with glee so rare, as lulls and ha-ha fill the air. Winks with mischief's grace, while wears a solemn face. Monkus trembles, wide-eyed stare, as emotes dance without a care. Sheds a heartfelt tear, laughs, no need for fear. Finds its rest, in this emote world, we're truly blessed. So keep on spamming, let emotes be your guide and ride.
Let's go.
I know. It's not supposed to say the emote names. But apparently it's only Twitch emotes that it filters out.
The one who devours everything. Who answers to neither spirit nor
Thanks so much for the bits.
My word is law. I am.
Are you two okay?
Yeah, we'll be fine.
Is Volron... Have we finally seen the last of him?
We can but hope.
I doubt it.
Those red women. What the heck was their deal? Could they be the ones behind all this? The same ones who put those soldiers in Faria in a trance?
What? Those brainless things? Either way, they've done a runner with the Renaissance. Damn it, that's the second time now!
Whatever's stolen from us, we'll steal it back. The future's ours to protect. And right now those things are what's standing in our way. We can head them off at Rena.
Did you say Rena?
Volron mentioned a master of theirs holed up in the motherland somewhere.
Yes, the one true sovereign.
If that monstrous form's their true identity, I shudder to think who they take orders from.
Yeah.
Please tell me it's the
There's a
Capri
good
Sun
chance
dragon.
It's not human. That's for sure.
So this thing over on Rena, that's what's really behind all this, huh?
They have the Renaissance in their grasp already, so it's unlikely they'll have cause to return to Dana. I agree that Rena's our best shot.
Then we're agreed. Let's head back to the starship.
But seriously, I was not expecting Volron to actually be here.
He seemed to
Yeah,
care
I wasn't
one
either.
whit about Renan.
I really thought he was dead.
They're Danans.
Yeah, not in a good way like with us.
I'm gonna see if it'll let me fast travel, because I really... Okay. So no, the answer is no. We have to run out, which means they want us to see some cutscene between here and there. There's some arbitrary trigger that we have to hit. It's amazing how the JRPG genre has advanced in terms of like graphics and everything, right? But some of the same stuff still stays the same. Like making sure that you go through this specific hallway to trigger a cutscene. Off the top of my head? No, I can't honestly think of one. But I imagined you're going to say Chrono Trigger.
Hi, Hoodle! You are.
Take this! Bring him down! Take this! Rising light! It's time!
Tempted? Need to pull myself together.
No further! I'm going in! Rising wyvern!
It's in the sky,
You're
it's
finished!
mine.
Rising wyvern!
This one's got your name on it!
Yeah, I also Secret of Mana. No, I'm pretty sure Secret of Mana still does it.
Barely a blip on our radar.
Really?
Little help!
I'm fairly certain Secret of Mana still has cutscene triggers on the ground.
They really don't give up, do they?
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Now you see what I can do!
It's on! Take this! Rising wyvern!
This one's got your name on it! Annihilation!
I'll tear you apart!
Hear me!
Not today! You're mine!
Do it!
Rising law! Look sharp! Lightning tiger blade!
Here's a healing target shell!
Take this! I owe you one!
Water!
In a bind?
Rising wyvern!
Astral energy! Full throttle! Go! Dance in the wind! In here!
Take this!
Swallow dance!
Rising wyvern! Blue escape! Lunar rondo!
All good things.
I need to be stronger.
You tried being stronger. Maybe that's the best way to be stronger. Elemental attack 30. Cool. I didn't expect to get 2 for her. Might as well farm some materials while I'm here quick.
No choice. Take this. Try harder. Now. Take this. Swallow blade. This one's all mine. Lunar Rondo. Burn.
Ready to go!
Mirage. Take this. Rising Wyvern.
Now you see what I can do!
I never miss!
It's over. Damn it. Too fast.
Stand back.
Do it!
I'll flip it up.
Look sharp.
Lightning Tiger Blade!
Radiant
Now.
Oh, that knocks all the enemies up? Oh, that's cool.
lightning condemned!
If I could do that and then... Oh, wow.
It's over.
If I could guarantee that I get that, and I don't think I can. It's a problem. I could then use Shion's ability, and it would get like super duper bonus damage because they're all in the air. She basically gets bonus damage for like skeet shooting bad guys. Which I think is kind of hilarious, but also not the most practical. Fuck you, game. I killed this thing once. Fine. Fine, game. You win.
Pow! Take this! First strike!
Who's got good plans this weekend? Anybody got to up to anything fun?
Rising Wyvern.
It's a win! Air
Mirage. It's over.
Not in your dreams! Lightning condemned!
You're mine. Rising Wyvern.
Illuminate your
Mirage.
Come forward!
Mirage.
Water!
Mirage.
Hear my call!
You're finished.
Fled!
Mirage.
Flame of fury! Light
Here I come.
Hear my call!
Rising Wyvern. Lunar Rondo. Mirage. Next. My turn.
Sleep now! Where are you going?
Rising Wyvern.
Ready to
Lunar
fight!
Rondo.
Armor won't! I'm just getting started!
You're burning hell.
Now!
We did it.
Glacial
I
storm!
did it.
Pierce
It's
evil!
over. Rising Wyvern.
Eagle Star!
Mirage.
Talent Storm!
Slack. Rising Wyvern.
Mirage! Now I'm in the groove!
Here I come.
I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life!
I have not seen. That's a new one. Nice.
Looks like we got them all.
I'm just gonna bum rush the ending of this game, I think, so we can move on. It's good, but it's not worth like 100%ing or even 75%ing. If I was playing casually and had no other games queued up, I would most definitely probably play more of this, but okay, here's the place we couldn't fast travel to. I'm so glad that we can long travel to it.
What the? When did it get pitch dark all of a sudden?
The lights are all out. Think it has something to do with the explosion back in the Forbidden Zone? Joe?
You two.
Faria, Avakir. Thank goodness you're safe.
Avakir filled me in about everything. About how I ambushed you all.
She doesn't remember a thing, so she really was being controlled.
That was pretty obvious, yeah.
He told me about Tarnigan, too. Is it true?
What difference does it make? What's done is done.
Stop casting me off, just for once!
Faria, not now. It can wait. Dohalim, Lenegus is in grave peril.
So I can see.
A long time ago in a
It's
galaxy,
the city's
galaxy
core reactor.
Faria,
It's damaged.
Faria away.
Some of the basic systems we've managed to keep online, but complete restoration still a way off.
You're an elite technician, though. You can fix it, right?
If so, then what's the problem?
panic's begun to set in among the citizens. Until now, whenever something like this happens, the Sovereign would issue a decree. But this time, not so much as a peep. Any longer, and we run the risk of riots breaking out before we can get things back up and running.
Forget the Sovereign. I doubt you'll be hearing from him anytime soon.
What's that supposed to mean? Do you know something I don't?
Suffice it to say, the Sovereign isn't the kind of ruler we thought he was.
Yes. Sorry, I
That
should have
is,
said
if he ever even
Faria,
existed,
Faria
which
way.
is looking doubtful at this stage.
Are you out of your mind? Why, if people knew that a lord such as yourself was whispering such blasphemy, they'd...
There's no time to explain now. It sounds like we need to find a way to keep Lenegis from spiraling out of control.
We need to stop that riot.
But how do we do that?
Riots feed on discontent and unrest, right? So if we want to keep the peace, we just need to put people's minds at ease.
Why would
At
we
ease.
worry about
Like
keeping
by
the
letting them hear
peace
directly from someone they
on this
trust.
moon? Why? The
That's
Renans
it. Who's the
deserve
highest
every
ranking
last
person
bit
in
of
Lenegis
this.
right now?
Lenegis wouldn't have a next in line. After all, you said the Sovereign rules over everyone directly, right?
Correct. The closest thing to an authority figure would be a lord. And the only one left is... Ah. Very well then.
Oh, Dohalim for
Avakir,
president.
You mentioned a few facilities were still
2026.
online. Which ones?
Why hasn't the Sovereign said anything?
Please, won't somebody explain what's going on?
Is it over? What's going to happen to all of
That's
us?
not the year we left.
Heed me now, fellow Renans of Lenegis. It is I, Lord Dohalim Ilkaris of Elda Menancia.
Look, up there! It's Lord Dohalim!
Hold on! He should be in the crown contest!
It might be.
Shouldn't he? Why isn't the Sovereign talking to us?
The Sovereign is seeing to other matters right now. In my capacity as Lord, I speak to you in his stead. You're afraid. As people so often are when faced with the unknown. I hope you'll allow me to put your fears to rest.
No, oh my god, it's next year. Oh, we are fucked.
However, we have our top engineers attending to the matter, and things will soon be back to normal.
We're
I know
so
that
fucked.
you feel abandoned, perhaps more scared and alone than ever before. But I ask you all to keep one thing in mind. You are Lenegis, not the lords and sovereign. The solidarity of its citizens is the mortar that holds it together. If we don't allow ourselves to be distracted by our differences, if we put our hearts and minds together and stand as one, I am confident we will find new hope. I would be honored to stand with you.
Would you?
Not as a person of loftier rank, but as another human being among many. I hope that you'll lend me your strength, for if we can persevere as one, I know a bright tomorrow awaits.
Your speech seems to have done the trick. Looks like the city won't be descending into chaos after all.
I only pray the relief will tide the city over for the time being.
That was too
What
easy.
you said earlier, about the Sovereign possibly not even existing. Was it true?
It's still too premature to say with any certainty, but I believe so. This whole time, this world we've been fed was a lie, built on nothing but falsehoods.
But it can't all have been...
I can believe it. After everything I saw in the Forbidden Zone, what they did to Faria, it's the only explanation that makes sense.
But what about hierarchy, Avakir? Authority? The very foundations of Renan society? How can we live without someone to guide us?
I'd say we found someone capable of doing just that, wouldn't you?
You? You can't be serious.
I have business I must take care of first. But once everything is over, I shall return. But not as your sovereign, nor as a leader the likes of which the people here are used to, I think.
But how else do you propose to rule?
I'm not sure yet. All I have is a feeling that here in Lenegus, the new dawn is on the verge of breaking. One in which people won't be judged by birthright or on the power of their astral arts, but on other things. More important things. Things like, oh, I don't know, musical talent, for example.
When I bumped into you after all those years, I said you were no different. But I was wrong. Truth is, you were always different. I feel like maybe now I can finally begin to accept Turnigan's death. To see a future.
You go finish whatever it is you've got to do. I'll hold down the fort here in Lenegus till you get back.
Thank you.
I guess you're not going to make it to Menancia for the foreseeable future, huh?
Indeed. Forgive me.
The people of Elda Menancia can look after themselves just fine. It's the ones here on Lenegus who need someone to guide them. Besides, with you leading the people here, it'll help spread the idea of coexistence beyond Menancia's borders that much faster.
Sounds like you're in it for the long haul.
How could I not be, after the second chance that I've been granted? From this day forth, I shall dedicate myself to the future inhabitants of this world. Though the memories of the departed shall remain forever in my heart.
Remember, you're going to be leading the people here, not ruling them.
True enough. Whatever would I do without you, Kisara?
With or without her, I suspect you're gonna have your hands full when the time comes. We should be heading back to the ship. Business on Rena awaits.
Alright. Hey, we got even more stuff!
Looks like the people of Lenegus can rest easy.
I couldn't have done it without your words of encouragement, Law.
Hey, you're the one who made the speech.
I think everybody can share the credit here.
It'll make me run all the way back, aren't you? We're gonna go rest up. We're gonna check on our animals. We're gonna check on our
What do you
aminals.
say we check back in on the ranch?
I don't think it's actually, I don't think they're actually rabbits and pigs crossbred. I think they're just pigs that can rap. That's such a huge fucking upgrade for her. That's such a huge upgrade for him, too. Pink Protector. we're just gonna not say anything about that one. Isn't it? The fucking shields are so wild. Jesus Christ. You can hang glide with that one. You need some more of this, though. They're so fucking prohibitively expensive.
Have you guys checked your equipment? This is great. The taste and aroma.
I honestly thought there would be another party member. I'm not gonna lie. Like, so if you, and I'll tell you what. Oh, never mind. The screen changed. Before they were lined up in a row, and there was a clear space on the left-hand side, and I thought for sure there was gonna be another party member. Dead. All right, we're getting ready to blast off to adventure.
thought we'd find answers on Lenegis, but we just ended up finding more questions.
You can say that again. And now we have more problems to fix too. Like figuring out how to reform Lenegis.
I'm gonna file that one under
That can
not
wait
my
for now.
problem.
We've got more than enough on our plates to deal with as it is. Like figuring out who's really running the show on Rena.
Yeah. Which is why we're going to the Renan homeworld.
All the answers we've been looking for are on that
They
planet.
make it sound like it's a
person
galaxy
responsible
away.
for all
It's
this,
literally
the
right
Red
there
Woman
behind the moon.
and the Renaissance.
You can just call it Rena.
The answers have to be there. Are we prepared to finally find them?
Are you really giving me a Commander Shepard pep talk right now? Please
what
don't.
do we do first when we get there?
We know nothing about the Renan
You,
homeworld
sir,
or
are
what
no
we might
Commander
face
Shepard.
Once we arrive. We should get a feel for how things are on the ground before we take any serious steps.
It's also entirely possible that the first thing we're going to face is an attack.
If we come across a capital, we should... What?
This bitch can float in space. Okay. Not see that coming. Excuse me. This bitches can float in space. Well, that's the end, everybody. We're dead. We lost. Ganon wins. We are just under 3 minutes away from our first ocarina break. So if you have a burning desire to play a wind instrument that nobody really understands, your time is soon.
Damn! The hell just happened?
Our course has been altered. The coordinates are pointing to a different destination.
What's that?
The ship's controls aren't accepting my commands. The engine is being shut down.
That's bad, right?
Quite bad.
Generally
We've lost
speaking, yeah.
control of the ship.
Is all of this the Red Women's doing?
Are they trying to finish us off before we can land?
Everyone, look there!
Oh. Oh, fuck me. Okay, we're gonna pause there. I have no fucking clue what's going on. We'll be right back after these messages. Stick around. And we're back.
A flower blooming out of Rena?
But that flower looks like it's absorbing all of Dana's energy.
and it appears Lenegis is serving as a conduit for that energy to reach here. Could that have been its true purpose all along?
If that's true, do you think the people back on Lenegis are all right?
They're plant food now.
We can only pray that they are.
This plant grows on Capri Sun.
Damn it! Haven't they taken enough already? When is this going to end?
The flower of oblivion.
How do you know that? Or is she just making this shit up at this point?
With everything that's happening,
honestly, I think
we
they're
need
just
to get
making
back
this
to
shit up at
Lenegis.
this point.
Is the ship still offline?
Unfortunately, yes. Even more so than when it lay dormant.
Can you fix it?
Starships are extremely complex machines.
Yes, thank you, Captain
One wrong
Obvious.
move while we're out here in space could very well cost us our lives.
So what? We're just stuck inside here, floating around? For how long?
Tell the plot needs you to move along.
This.
I'd imagine.
We've made it all this way, and now we're stuck here? We're watching Dana die before our eyes, and we have no choice but to sit here and starve to death?
Law, calm down.
I mean, you're gonna die of
You're not the only one
suffocation
who's
long
worried
before you
here.
starve to death, I imagine.
Right. Sorry.
There's a pleasant thought for everybody.
It's still too early to give up. There has to be a way to get out of this.
Alphen.
Now what?
The starship, it's back online?
No.
No, this is different. Something is pulling our ship in towards it.
Could it be a tractor beam? So in other words, they needed us
managed
to
to
be
get
in
moving,
space
but
for one
where are we?
cutscene, is what happened.
It looks
Okay.
like Lenegis in here.
Got it.
Do you think we might run into more remnants here? Or those red women?
Perhaps. Someone brought us here. The question is, who?
We haven't been ambushed, so that probably means they aren't hostile. Still, why would anyone want to bring us here?
Hey, Shion!
If they wanted to attack us, they could have done so while we were back on the starship. We should see where this path takes us.
I wish the angel wings were bluey glow too. That would have been amazing. What kind of bird has glowy blue feathers? We haven't seen that animal yet. Look around the area. I don't... Oh, fuck. Okay, well, apparently this constitutes looking
I
around.
still can't get over what we saw happening outside the starship.
Yeah, our planet's real.
We don't need to skate right.
Okay, who's the wise guy that summoned us here?
Someone formidable enough to bring our starship along with us.
They must be here somewhere. Let's find them.
Literally only one place we can go. Sure. Well, that floor is next to central. Okay, we're going to the central level, everybody. This is a very round room.
This place looks a lot like that room we saw back in the Forbidden Zone.
Huh? What's that?
That's gonna be the red woman, I imagine.
It's
The actual red woman.
A red woman in disguise. Or is this their true form?
So it was a trap?
What if she's the original maiden? Like, we have a one true sovereign.
It
What if
doesn't
the
look like it
red
can
woman
move.
is the one true maiden? I don't know. I don't know if that makes any sense. Probably not.
Tell me, are you the one who brought us here?
Is it?
That is correct. It is unusual for me to have unexpected guests these days.
It can talk.
It's a robot?
What are you?
Hevrecht 35.
Hevrecht 35.
Have wrecked 35
name?
assholes!
What is this place? No, wait, before that, just what exactly are you? Are you somehow associated with the Red Women?
Before I answer, I have a question for you. How did you all arrive in this sector?
We were fucking born here.
We did not come to this place by choice. Our ship was brought here against our will, by a group of red women who can shift into the same form as you.
In that case, we can assume my brethren who serve the Great Spirit have deemed you all to be a threat most grave.
What do you mean, serve? Are you saying there really is someone more powerful than the Red Women? Pulling their
Oh my
strings?
god, Law. Keep up. Jesus Christ, man.
What did you do to us?
I examined your bodies. You have not been harmed in any way.
Law's like, wait, we're not on our home planet anymore?
The Sovereign and Maiden are among you. However, you aren't under its control. I see why they viewed you as a danger now.
Oh, goody. More riddles.
Do you think we can trust this thing?
Like it or not, it may be our best chance at a ticket out of here. Let's at least hear it out.
Answers, please. Answers would be good. Let's start capping off some of these unanswered questions, please.
I shall now answer your questions.
I mean, we've got a Chozo statue
Hevrecht
here.
The Red Women you encountered previously are a form of disguise we employ from time to time, but not our true form.
Helganquil?
You are on Dake Phasal, a celestial base which drifted here by accident. The will of Rena's great spirit no longer reaches us here. Since my sudden separation from the Great Spirit's influence, I have used any and all means to extend my lifespan. As I have done so, I have also set out to monitor and research Rena and Dana from this position.
A question. What is this great spirit of which you speak? Is it something that rules over your kind?
Correct. The Great Astral Spirit is a large mass of astral energy that fills all of Rena, one with its own will, a voice we cannot refuse.
A voice? Just like Dana.
The voice of the Great Spirit speaks to our hearts directly, and we have served it without question throughout the ages.
Well, clearly that's worked out well
Does
for you.
that mean it was controlling your minds? Wait a second. Could this Great Spirit be the true sovereign of Rena?
The true ruler of Rena. It could be the same thing that's controlling Volron.
Wait, back up. You're telling us this great spirit of yours is the one that ordered you things to harvest the astral energy from Dana? I'm not sure I believe that.
Why not? We've already made contact with the will of Dana back in the Wedge, and in the Forbidden Zone on Lenegus. If Dana has a will of its own, I don't see why Rena wouldn't.
Maybe not, but think about what you're saying. If Dana has a will like Rena, then that would mean that we've been controlled by the voice of Dana this whole time, just like these things.
Dana's will hasn't been forcing us to do anything.
Point.
Yeah, but
Let's assume that what Hevrecht 35 claims is true, and that we are indeed cut off from both planets.
The difference is that
Even if
Dana
we had
is
previously
light
been under
and
the control of Dana's will,
the other one is
we would
dark.
have noticed now that we are disconnected.
So, I mean, you know, by video
Your
game
fear
logic,
is not based in logic.
Rena is going to be
The voice
malevolent.
of Dana is much smaller and quieter compared to that of Rena's great spirit. Rena's astral energy is amassed at its center, whereas Dana's is shared among all its constituents. So thinly is that energy spread that it cannot coalesce and formulate a will. Our findings here indicate as much.
Which explains why we felt its will where we did. The wedge and Lenegis are where so much of that energy had been accumulated.
The Great Spirit's desire is to consume all astral energy. And the pursuit of that desire
It's
is why
literally
we see
Genova.
Rena in its current state. As a result, it has turned its attention toward Dana.
Is that why the crown contest is necessary? So that the Great Spirit can feed off of Dana?
Man, visuals missing.
Indeed.
Like
And
these
it
are
was to that
answers.
end that we Helganquil devised the crown contest. Had the initial spirit channeling from 300 years ago succeeded, all of Dana's astral energy would have been seized.
But the ceremony failed. Lenegis was severely damaged, and you lost both the Sovereign and the Renaissance.
Correct. A change in plan was required to ensure the spirit channeling's success. However, recreating the Renis Alma required a vast amount of energy. That is why we turned to Dana.
So that was the real purpose behind the crown
Right?
contest.
I feel like we've
Efficient
ventured
means to
into
harvest the
Final Fantasy
necessary
VII
energy
territory.
from Dana.
This is all happening because of me.
Nevertheless, you still haven't answered one of Alphen's original questions. Just why have you brought us here to your base, Hevrecht 35?
First, it was to confirm the identities of you, my unexpected visitors. Second, it was to ascertain whether you would be likely to accept my request.
A request? But what could someone like you want us to...
I wish for you all to slay the Great Spirit.
Cool. Let's do
I'm
it.
sorry, did you just ask us to kill your
Yeah.
master?
Let's go
I
fucking
did.
kill God. Let's do this
It is
shit.
in your best interest that you do
I'm
so,
down.
I might add.
What makes you say that?
Lenegis has entered the final stage of the spirit channeling plan. As we speak, Dana's energy is being harvested en masse and transmitted to Rena. If nothing is done about the Great Spirit, it will not be long before all is lost.
You're saying the destruction we saw earlier is just the beginning? That...
We won't let that happen.
Why do you want us to kill the Great Spirit so badly? Is it to save our world? To free you, Helganquil, from under its control? Why?
No. My primary concern is validating our findings and analysis, which have taken many years to realize. As such, it is my desire to see how your actions impact and change these systems. However, I will not deny that vengeance also plays a part.
Vengeance? For what?
In spite of our long service to the Spirit, our species is on the brink of extinction.
You mean... you're dying?
At this stage, it would be wise for you to talk with the others. Ask them what you need to know. Once you have your answer, return to me. If you agree to help, I shall fix your ship.
Others? Just how many of you are there?
I am the only Helganquil who inhabits Dake Faisal.
Hey! Hey!
It's no use. I think it's done talking to us. Let's take a look around.
Let's go down to the... Okay, well, we got a cutscene first, apparently. I don't want to
You can't see...
I don't want to save this skit. Let's go. Let's go! Now we can go to the lower level. Yeah, I'm gonna keep checking. Whole room back here. There's gotta be a treasure chest in here, right? Surely the game would not attempt such things. Unless there was a secret worth getting here, right? Never mind. Game.
Who are they?
What is it?
Oh, my apologies. It's just been so long since I've seen any humans from the outside world.
Are you a Renan?
Hmm? Oh, yeah, I guess so. The Overseer told us to answer any questions you might have. Whatever you want to know, we'll tell you as much as we can. But be quick. Our subjects are undergoing a dramatic shift that we don't want to miss.
What a weird guy.
He must have meant Hevrect 35 when he mentioned that Overseer.
And what was that about subjects? You don't think he meant Dana and Rena, do you?
There isn't anyone else we can talk to. I guess we should ask around here.
And now we gotta talk to people again. Okay.
Lived up here in Deg Faisal with Hevrect 35 for a long time?
Yes. I couldn't tell you off the top of my head just how long it's been, though. We regularly go into stasis, so our sense of time has gotten rather out of whack over the years.
Why are you all even here in the first place?
Originally, this station was where we worked to perform maintenance on Lenegis from the outside.
We heard that the facility ended up in its current location due to an accident.
Oh, it was terrible. Apparently there was some kind of accident, and when help never arrived, they presumed the entire facility had been destroyed.
And you've been working for Hevrect 35 ever since?
Well, at first we thought that there was nobody else inside the facility, but then it turned out the Overseer was there all along.
What do you mean?
The Helganquil have the technology to cloak themselves around us Renans. As long as they don't do anything obvious, a Renan won't see one, even if it's right in front of them.
Which would explain why Shion and I failed to notice the Red Women previously. Do they employ an astral art of some sort?
I haven't been able to scientifically confirm it for myself, but from what I understand, the type of cloaking they use is primarily achieved through mechanical means. In addition, they also used hypnosis devices and information control to get us to do what they wanted without being detected. It's a pretty sophisticated operation, especially since it avoids any unnecessary conflict. I have to imagine that's how Lenegis is still run.
But aren't the Helganquil themselves controlled by the Great Spirit? If so, why aren't Renans affected by it in the same way?
The Great Spirit's mind control only works on Helganquil, so they had to employ other means to manipulate us Renans.
You act like this didn't affect you personally. If I was you, I'd be mad as hell at their deceptions.
I mean, sure, I was surprised when I first found out about it, but it happened so long ago.
Hevrect 35 has clearly ceased concealing itself, though. Why is that?
Who can say? My guess is it just got bored, or maybe even a little lonely.
Don't you want to go back home to Rena or Lenegis? Our ship is going to be fixed pretty soon. You could ride with us.
No way. If we went back after knowing the truth, they'd either just brainwash us or purge us outright. After all this time, there's nothing to be gained from going back. We've all agreed it'd be best to simply stay here and watch everything unfold instead. Things are going just fine with the Overseer. Not that it'll be around much longer. It can't extend its life any further. That said, I'm sure it's pleased to see the final stage of the plan before it passes on, though.
Thank you for answering our questions. Can we talk to you for a few minutes?
Sure. It's going to be a while before the two planets undergo their next shift, so I can talk until then.
Please, tell us what you know about the Helganquil.
You mean the Overseer's species? I can't say I know much about them.
Well, for starters, where'd they come from?
Where'd they go?
Where else? From Rena, obviously.
Who are they?
From Rena? Wait, are you telling us those things live right alongside the Renans down there?
Of course not. There's really no such thing as Renans in the first place.
It's Danans that got
Excuse me?
stolen. Yeah, this...
Oh, I thought the Overseer explained everything.
Apparently not.
Please, tell us more.
There
Well,
are no
in a
Renans and
nutshell,
Danans. There are just Danans.
The Renans were originally created from Danans by the Helganquil.
Dun, dun, dun!
But if that's true, then that would mean there aren't any people on Rena.
There aren't. But there are Helganquil. That's what the name literally means in their language. People of Rena.
But what need could they possibly have to create a whole new race of people?
It was a way to bolster their dwindling workforce. I trust you're aware that the Helganquil are on the verge of extinction, yes? In essence, we were created to carry on their work for the Great Spirit after they all die. They gathered Danans who had an affinity for astral arts and proceeded from there.
Oh, that's why
we,
the
as their
mages are
descendants,
gone.
Can all
They
cast
harvested them.
albeit to varying degrees.
Let me get this straight. Are you saying Renans were originally created from Danans?
Okay.
The Helganquil kidnapped?
Wait.
There's
that
another
explains
question
why
answered.
Almost nobody can use astro arts on Dana now.
Helganquil technology is truly amazing. The way they alter their bodies is far less invasive than your conventional surgeries. They have these tiny machines that are practically invisible, which they insert into their bodies and...
Creepy ass camera angle.
How can you speak so calmly about all of this?
I guess I can see how, when viewed in a certain light, their ways may sound grotesque. But if you ask me, I think they ultimately did us a favor. They saved us from crawling the earth in ignorance. If it meant their hands had to get a little dirty in the process, then so be it. Anyway, the Helganquil are the real Renans. Personally, I don't think it's such a big deal. They're also mostly the ones behind what you see going on between the two planets. I think that covers just about everything worth knowing.
I see. Thanks for filling us in.
Does he really expect us to believe that Renans never truly existed? How absurd.
Dohalim.
Just when I think we're getting to the bottom of it all, some new revelation smacks us in the face.
That's not really that big of a revelation.
Then let's hope this is our last revelation.
It honestly makes a lot of sense.
Do you know anything about a spirit channeling plan?
If you mean the first plan from 300 years ago, then yes. Do you know what its main objective was?
Yes. It was to use Lenegis to siphon off Dana's astral energy and send it to Rena.
Exactly. However, there were two problems we had to consider. First was how to collect and send such a large quantity of astral energy without it becoming sentient. Second, we had to figure out how to convert Dana's energy so it would be compatible with Rena.
That's why
I
the
take
crown
it the solutions
contest
to those
exists.
problems were to use the wedge for the collection, and then the Sovereign and Maiden to convert the energy.
We have a winner. However, the first plan failed when the Sovereign was overwhelmed and became frenzied. The reason for that is because the Maiden lost control. I'm told he slaughtered many Renans and Helganquil that day.
It's okay,
For
dude.
the next plan,
You did
we
the
tried
right
to
thing.
recreate the Renis Alma. but we didn't have nearly enough of the other non-dark astral energy types. To amend that, we set our sights on Dana, and implemented a system whereby we could extract energy from it.
And the crown contest began.
Yep.
Correct. Since the Maiden had been the failing point in the previous plan, it was decided to replace her role with machinery to avoid further mishaps.
Hence the chamber.
A new sovereign had to be made as well. It was such tremendously difficult work, its success was dubious. But from the look of things, it would appear such worries were unfounded.
So that's what the purpose of that room we found in the Forbidden Zone was.
What about the flower that sprouted from Rena?
Flower? Oh, that thing. That's the physical manifestation of all the astral energy that's been harvested from Dana. As I'm sure you've noticed, it's quite a lot of energy. At this point, it's likely that it's become physically integrated with Rena's planetary structure.
Hevricht 35 mentioned that the spirit channeling plan is entering its final stage. Is that true?
It is. I never thought I would live to see the day with my own eyes, and yet here we are. Are we done talking now? If it's all the same to you, I'd really rather not miss anything that's about to happen.
Yeah, you just sit tight and watch. Some shit's about to
He
happen.
talks like the potential end of the world is just another day on the job.
You've got to remember that these guys have been living alone up here for a long time. Who knows what shape their minds are
Why
in.
are... Why is she trying to, like, show empathy for people who are complete and utter monsters? Like, parties,
Everyone's just gone their own way, huh?
Yeah.
Let's hit up each spot.
I don't want to know how everybody feels about this right now.
Oh.
Yeah, it's weird. We get it.
You both.
Ah, that's why this other room existed. Okay. I really don't like these sequences where they force you to go and witness a big-ass skit between characters.
Well, it sounds like it.
Well, is everybody ready to do what needs to be done?
I am. There's a lot to think about, but at the end of the day, Dana's still in danger. I don't care who we're up against. We'll kick their ass.
Yep, sure will.
What are your thoughts, Alphen? I want to know what's on your mind, too.
Like Law said, if we have to fight the Great Spirit on Rena, then so be it. It's trying to rob us of our entire world.
Here we go. We got another.
Not just our home,
Commander
but all
Shepard
of existence
motivational
along with
speech.
it. That alone is enough to make it our enemy.
I'm Commander
But it's
Alphen,
not
and this
only
is my
that.
favorite store on Reddit.
One way or another, I think beating the Great Spirit is going to be tied to us saving Shion.
You're saying there's a chance?
You're referring to the vision of destruction we all saw in Lenegis, I take it?
Yeah. 3 centuries ago, the astral energy that appeared at the spirit channeling ceremony showed Naori that vision. And to hear Shion tell it, it's the same one that she sees from her own thorns as well.
Indeed. Shion's thorns are comprised of dark astral energy, the one type which we know is native only to Rena. And if Rena's great spirit is what's behind Dana's pending destruction, then...
Shion's thorns are the Great Spirit? It's not actually on Rena like we thought?
We don't know anything for certain. At the very least, though, I think it's possible her thorns are a part of the Great Spirit.
While the main body resides in Rena.
Shion.
If these thorns really are a part of Rena's Great Spirit, I'm going to go over there and give it a piece of my mind and then some.
The question is, how do we confront it? Suffice it to say, that flower growing out of Rena is enormous, large enough to house the will of an entire planet. The Wedge and Lenegis were both hard enough for us to overcome in their own right. This is an altogether greater challenge for merely 6.
And we only know about the Thorns' connection thanks to Naori.
Hevric 35 has been observing the Great Astral Spirit this whole time. It wouldn't ask us to fight it unless it has a plan of some sort. Let's go see what that is. Our minds are made up. Let's go give Hevric 35 our answer.
Gone.
Do you have your answer for me?
We want to ask something first. You're asking us to fight an entire planet. How exactly do you expect us to do that? You must have something up your sleeve, or else you wouldn't put us up to it.
The Great Astral Spirit is an immense being, but its actual will does not run throughout its entire body. Rather, its will is derived from the core, which supports the rest of the body, and is where its strength is most densely concentrated. Therefore, if you destroy the core, the Great Spirit shall become unable to maintain sentience, and return to being ordinary astral energy.
And how are we supposed to destroy that core?
By using the Renis Alma. You will also need the assistance of both the Sovereign and the Maiden. They are our best tools for suppressing and controlling astral energy. Using their powers, the Maiden shall seal the Great Astral Spirit within her body, and the Sovereign shall wield the power of the Renis Alma to destroy it.
Listen
Hold
here.
That sounds a lot like what Shion described before.
Yeah, killing herself to take out the Thorns with her.
She was actually right all along.
By my calculations, your powers combined should be sufficient to destroy the Great Astral Spirit, and disperse its energy widely enough to make it difficult to reform.
What will happen to the Maiden once we manage to beat the Great Astral
She'll
Spirit?
be dead.
Any matter contained within the field of destruction shall be erased.
So it really will kill me.
This method is the most simple one available to destroy the Great Spirit, and is therefore our most reliable option.
So we're gonna find some other
What are
way.
our other options?
There is little reason to consider alternative courses of action when the most optimal among them is so clear.
You don't get it. I promised Shion that she wouldn't die, that we'd save the world without needing to sacrifice her. We didn't fight this whole time just to give up on her at the very end. If there's any other way to take out the Great Spirit, I want to hear it.
This plan shall lead to the fewest losses in preserving your world. Abandoning it is irrational.
That's...
It is vital that you proceed with this plan. A part of Rena's Great Astral Spirit already resides within her. 300 years ago, the Great Spirit descended upon Lenegis in an attempt to assume direct control of the spirit channeling ceremony. We have reason to believe the Great Spirit left part of itself behind, and that it now resides in the Maiden.
Which would make Alphen's earlier hypothesis correct.
That part inside the Maiden belongs to the core and can be used by the great astral spirit to revive itself. So long as it remains, it will be all but impossible to
Oh, sorry,
fully
Xion, we gotta
eradicate
kill
the
you.
Great Spirit. That is
Rip.
why it is necessary for it to be vanquished only once it is whole. Without the Maiden's direct control over the Great Spirit, attacking it is futile and will only serve to strengthen it.
No.
Wait. Naori said that the Renis Alma can suppress the self-realization of astral energy, and that the thorns can be neutralized by placing them in it. If so, can't the same also be done to the Great Spirit, seeing as the thorns are simply part of it?
Well, can it?
It is true that the Renis Alma is capable of what you suggest, and could contain the great astral spirit.
Yes!
However, doing so requires fine control on the level of the spirit channeling ceremony, considering that the Renis Alma was previously lost when that ceremony failed. I cannot allow it. Its uncertainty is simply too great.
What does that mean for us if you won't allow it?
Your starship will not be restored, and you will all be unable to leave here.
Okay, we'll do it, and then we just don't.
Fine then. I'd rather stay here and rot than do it your way.
Alfin?
We'll do it,
Whatever
Ma.
we do, if we mess up, Dana's screwed. The Great Spirit will destroy it. If you're fine letting that happen, and we have nothing to gain either way, then I'd rather do nothing. We want to stop Dana from getting destroyed. We want to save it. But not if it means having to sacrifice one of us in the process. If all you're gonna do is sit back and
The
watch
needs
us
of the
where
many,
it's
my
safe,
dude.
then quit ordering us around and shut up!
Alfin.
What you say is irrational. Be that as it may, I shall accede to your demand.
You'll agree?
I am an observer. The Sovereign, Maiden, and Renis Alma are my species' greatest achievement. I wish to see how well they work against the Great Spirit in light of our demise by its hands.
But what are we supposed to do about the Renis Alma? One of your buddies ran off with it back on Lenegis.
It is likely that the Renis Alma is with the Great Spirit, functioning as a catalyst for it to receive Dana's astral energy.
So our only option to retrieve it is to head straight for the Great Spirit and take it back?
According to my observations, the astral energy is most densely concentrated in the center of Rena, where the Great Spirit's core is located.
So right in the middle of that giant flower, then.
I have one more question. You've said that Rena's great astral spirit is already integrated with the planet. What will happen to Rena once it vanishes?
Without the will of the Great Spirit, Rena is predicted to collapse. Even in such a scenario, the energy will disperse, and the Great Spirit will likely not reform.
So you're saying that even if we manage to beat the Great Spirit without destroying it, we'll still be in danger?
Yep.
Likely, the collapse will occur in stages. It is recommended that you all escape before the final stage.
Man, I wish that thing would tell it to us straight for once.
Havrek 35 and the others have gotten used to hypothesizing from afar is all. Fix our starship. We're going to Rena.
Excellent.
But I want to make one thing clear. We're doing this for ourselves, to protect what matters to us. We're not doing it for your sake, or because you told us to. Remember that.
It matters little to me. The end result shall be the same. Repair work on your starship has commenced. You'll have to wait until it's finished.
So I have to talk to people again? Is that what it's gonna make me do?
Is it too much to ask for Heifer 35 to talk like a normal person? I swear I can feel my brain starting to fry after listening to all that complicated stuff.
Don't worry.
I don't think it's gonna be chat time, but man, I am getting kind of. I hope there are. Oh god. Okay, at least it's just a cutscene.
You still thinking about what the scientists told us? About where Renans really come from?
I am, but not for myself.
You're worried about the future of the Renan people.
You mean the Danon people?
The fact that our people have been the same this whole time will only give the Danans further reason to resent us.
But you still intend to confront this truth head on, don't you?
That's why he's
Well,
got symbols that
did
are
declare that I would live
bird-like
my life
on
for the
his
living,
outfit.
not the
I've
dead.
been wondering this whole time why he was walking
Even as
around
I
like a
dream of
Mesopotamian
retirement, I shall remain
Egyptian
dedicated to the
wannabe,
cause.
and
I'm
it's
sure you'll
it's
do
not.
great.
It's the Hylian,
think about it,
Hegelian, whatever
I
the
don't
fuck
believe
they're
I've ever
called.
heard you criticize or reproach us Renans even once.
Chozo, the Chozo wannabes.
I'm no saint. I have skeletons in my closet too. There was definitely a time when I hated Renans for who they were. I hated them just for being Renan. But you changed that, Dohalim. You gave me an opportunity to see them in a different light. Thanks to your reforms, we were able to stand next to Renans not as slaves, but as equals for the first time in our lives. Of course, I'm sure there were some Renans who still hated us on the inside. But we knew that not all of you were like that. There were those of you who were good, and that was a start. When it comes down to it, Renans are just people. They can be good or bad, just like Danans.
That is, in essence, the heart of your approach, isn't it? That we're all people.
Yeah, it is. When you can pull someone aside and talk to them one-on-one, then you have the chance to come to an understanding. But as soon as you stereotype, that chance goes away, and you stop thinking of them as people that you can relate to.
I understand what you're saying, but we're talking about massive numbers of Renans and Danans alike. Realistically speaking, surely they won't all be able to get along.
Even if we end up butting heads with one person, maybe we'll find better luck among their friends. If we can build a society that works like that, that'll be something worth nurturing and protecting.
So you wish for people to form real bonds and do away with the hierarchy outright? To deal with one another as humans, and nothing more? That's the ideal future you hope to see when this is all over?
Kinda.
Yes, I do. I think it would make for a fine tribute to my brother's legacy. Though, that said, I would be doing it for the people of the future first and foremost.
The people of the future!
Do you still plan to return to Lenegis when this is over?
Indeed I do. I don't know whether I'll be able to reside in Lenegis proper, however. My first order of business may be to find somewhere to live.
Just run
You'll
for
always
election.
have a home in Menancia, you know.
As I shall ever keep in mind.
Well, if you ever need a helping hand, don't hesitate to come get me. I'll always be there for you, Doe.
Dear.
Did you just...
Female dear.
Never mind. Thank you, Kisara. I appreciate your patience as I work all this out.
Don't even mention it. And really, when you think about it, now that we know the two of us aren't so different after all, don't you think that brings down a barrier that used to be between us?
You know, I hadn't actually thought of it that way before. But I do like the sound of it.
Yeah, I think I do too.
Hey, why'd you call me here? Was there something you wanted to talk about?
Well,
It's like, I don't want to die a
if
virgin.
everything we've heard about the Great Spirit is true, then we're getting close to our final battle.
Yes.
So I wanted to apologize while I can.
Apologize? For what?
I was being real stupid before. About whether Dana's will had been controlling us and all that. I get why you're angry now. Anybody would be if something they trusted was being questioned. So, I'm sorry, Rinwell. Really. I should have kept my mouth shut.
No, Law. Honestly, I think you might have been onto something. Of course you were worried. Who wouldn't be if they found out there might be some invisible force pulling our strings this whole time?
But you really trust Dana's will, don't you? Is it because you can sense it a lot more than the rest of us? Because you can understand it?
Yeah, I think that might be part of it. But I think I also want to believe it's good.
Believe?
Remember how I used to really resent coming from a family of mages?
Yeah, of course. Because you were always on the run and had to live in hiding.
When we rescued Zephyr and I finally decided to come along with you all, something changed inside me. It was the first time I felt like my powers had any meaning, even if that meaning was only helping you guys fight. Then, when I felt Dana's will, I was overwhelmed by how vast and warm it was. It made me want to believe my powers were made to connect with it. It made me believe I had a bigger purpose.
So that's why you hope it doesn't turn out to be bad. You almost need it to be kind.
Yeah.
Well, alright. Then I promise I'll lay off bad-mouthing it.
You will?
There's no way for me to know for sure one way or the other, right? But you trust it, Rinwell, and that's enough for me. So I'll trust it because you do.
Remember what I said about neither planet's great spirit reaching us here?
Yeah?
That's not quite true. I can feel just a little bit of Rena's inside you and everyone else.
You... what?
I sensed it when we first got here. It's a really small amount, so it doesn't feel like it has a will of its own. But I think that's how Dana's energy probably is too.
So you're saying there's a little bit of Dana's will inside each of us?
I'd be more worried about the part where
In a
there's a little
way,
bit of Rena
doesn't
inside
that
of each
mean
of
we're
you.
all Dana's will?
What?
Well, like you said, unless Dana's energy comes together, it has no will. So if we all have a little bit of Dana's astral energy inside us...
Law invents a religion. Well done.
Hefric 35 might know the answer. But, you know what? I don't need to ask it. My will is my own. I fight for who I want to fight for. That's who I am now. Who I've become. So thanks, Rinwell, for sharing that with me.
Ah.
To be honest, the only reason I was suspicious of Dana's will, well, I mean, it mostly was... I feel like you and I had grown apart lately, and I was worried it was because...
Huh?
Never mind. Nothing. Just forget about it.
Huh? No, what were you saying?
Saying? I don't remember
Come
saying
on.
anything.
Now you won't tell me what you were thinking?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Then spit it out already.
Are you sure you don't want to get some rest?
I can't. I've got too much on my mind. Especially knowing how close our last battle is. How are you doing, Shion?
Same as you, still trying to absorb everything.
Remember when it was so simple? We were only fighting all the lords on Dana? Although that feels like a lifetime ago, doesn't it?
Ages and ages ago. Everything that's happened since we first met. So many fights, so much chaos, so many wonderful people.
If I hadn't run into you that day, well, I wouldn't have met all of you. I never would have held the blazing sword or looked for something more. I wouldn't have my memories back. I'd still be a faceless slave, like as not long dead.
Yeah, well, you know.
Hey, Alphen. I want you to promise me something.
Yeah?
What are you gonna do?
If we can't find the Renis Alma, there's something I want you to do. Like Hevricht 35 said, the only way we can end the Great Spirit for good is to go after both the main body in Rena and the thorns in me.
Yeah, so...
I need you to promise me, Alphen, that if for some reason we can't get the Renis Alma back, you'll use the blazing sword to destroy the Great Spirit, and me along with it.
Sure. I'll do that. I'll do that for you. No problem.
It's
Let's
true
just
the
get this
blazing
show on the
sword
fucking
may
road
not
already.
have the strength of the Renis Alma. But it's taken us this far. It's slain lords and
It's like
beasts.
how
At the
every
very
season of
least, it has to
Gundam,
be
when
worth
they
a try.
debut a new opening, like spoils the Gundams that haven't been fucking shown
Have
yet.
you forgotten everything that we've...
Gundam Seed was particularly
just
bad
our
about
problem.
that.
It's a threat to our entire world. Renans and Danans alike.
It's pretty
We don't
typical
know what's
anime
going
to do that
happen when we
though.
face it, but we need to be prepared for anything. We can't second guess ourselves when the time comes. I promise you, I'm not planning on going anywhere. I'm prepared to fight with absolutely everything I've got.
Lady, you've already got a halo hanging out of your head. I'm pretty sure you're gonna die by the end of this game.
But if it comes down to it, I need you to be prepared too.
Okay. But you should know that I'm not going to give up on you, Shion. I'm going to fight this until the very end. I hope you can forgive me for that.
Alphen. Okay, I understand. And I'll forgive you.
Thank you, Shion.
So it's a promise then?
Yeah, it's a promise.
I'm so happy! Stab!
I remember
Should have got her
how I
while
felt
she was
the first
smiling. She
time
never
you
would have
touched
expected
me.
it. Her guard
My
was
thorns
completely
made
down.
any contact a mistake no one would ever make twice. After they'd seen what could happen, fear would always linger behind their eyes. In my entire life, I never had someone willingly reach out to me. But when you reached out to me and gently took my hand, you didn't react at all. It was so easy for you. I don't have words for the shock I felt in that moment.
That's because I couldn't feel pain back then.
Even once you could, though, you still
Good,
chose
because he couldn't feel the
keep
pain of the
reaching out to me.
storyline.
And when you did, I felt this warmth that I had never
Yeah,
known
exactly.
before.
Game of Thrones are just... Absolutely.
But still, I hate having to see you suffer through it every time you do.
You won't have to worry about that for much longer.
Just don't give him a handy, okay? That's just gonna be awful.
You think so?
I do, because Shion,
No. You can tell me once my thorns are gone.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, we got an ad that just started. I had no warning that it was coming. That's fine, we're gonna... Alright, we're gonna pause here. We're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back after these commercial messages. I'm so glad you like that.
Everybody get enough rest? We ready for this?
Yeah, we should probably get moving.
Agreed. Can't stand around waiting all day.
We're
Yeah, let's
fighting
go.
for a new future.
Right.
Yeah, we know.
Then let's go, everybody.
We know the stakes.
Repairs on
Let's
your
go.
starship are complete.
Is that you?
I can.
Sounds like someone...
Maybe
Go.
we should give Hevra...
Oh my god, let's
35.
go. Jesus fucking Christ.
All right. Time to get back on the Fall Knights.
Did we ever go to the upper... We didn't go to the upper level, did we? Oh, this is where... Okay, this is where Alfred and Keon were. I really don't understand the Back to the Future music. I don't. I just don't get it. Beep.
It would appear that our Helganquil host really has fulfilled its end of the bargain.
You know what that means. Time to go to Rena.
I guess this means we should give that warp drive a spin.
Now they're just saying words at this point. Words Ken has, yes. Please just let it be a situation where we just dive right down and fight the boss.
There's nothing here.
Who
This
fucking knew
weird
Rena
ocean
was
we're
such a
surrounded by just
shithole?
stretches
Oh
out
my
everywhere.
god.
Is this really where the Helganquil come from?
Property values in this place must be abysmal.
I don't sense even a trace of astral energy. This world is dead.
Then this must be the Hollowing.
You mean to tell me this whole world, the entire ocean is that stuff?
Soylent Green is people!
It's covering everything. The entire planet.
Yes, it's, the entire world is Capri Sun. We got it.
This is what the Great Spirit does. After it depleted this planet of every last speck of astral energy, it went after Dana.
So arresting. This world of doom.
Back in its day, Rena was probably just as vibrant as Dana is. But after being robbed of its astral energy for so long, those days are gone and past. This is all that will remain.
So the Great Spirit took everything. It stole energy not just from living beings, but the land, the sea, everything.
And it bound the Helganquil in servitude until their whole world was nothing but this. And by the looks of it, that's how it remains to this day. A world of death and emptiness.
With nothing left here to consume, the Great Spirit turned its sights on Dana, looking for another host.
You're saying if we don't stop it, this is what Dana's going to look like?
Yes, Law. Oh my fucking
We can be
god.
sure that even
Keep
these
up.
few remaining remnants of Renan life will
I
not be
love Law,
spared in
but
the
holy
end.
shit, is he dumb.
If the oblivion and darkness both Shion and Naori saw comes to pass,
He's like 12
nothing
steps
will
behind
survive.
everybody else. But he can punch things really well. So,
looks like we
you
can
know,
climb down from
useful.
there. Let's take a look.
So this is Rena. This is where everything
I don't
began.
want to look around the area. I
Yet
just
it's a
I just
dead
want to
world?
jump down the
won't
giant
let Dan
fucking
suffer the same fate
fleshlight of
ever.
destiny. Forbidden fleshlight. The planet has a glory hole. It's a hole that leads to glory. No. I don't
Looks
know
like we
remnants.
walked into that pit of astral energy.
I don't know. I've not played any Remnants game. I don't know Remnants 2 either. I'm so glad I didn't wait for this on the PS5.
Helganquil.
Guess they don't need their Red Woman disguises anymore.
Wait,
We
can you
haven't needed
understand
them
us?
for a while, Law. Where have you been?
It's no use. We're not going to get through to them.
So they really are being controlled. In that case, we've got no choice.
I knew there was something off here.
They're not pulling punches. We have no choice but to beat them at their own game.
Oh, these are way easier to kill. Not a lot. They don't have boss health bars.
Confiscated. There.
You eat dirt.
You're mine.
Take it.
Can we tag them with status effects?
Healing art.
Nope.
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Very well. Astral energy. Full throttle. A flawless victory.
This is the classic JRPG case of the boss becoming a regular enemy.
Now. This ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
You got company.
Now. First strike. Rising Wyvern. Blow them away.
What is the Remnants 2 game? Do you want to care to explain? Something you think I'd be interested in? Is it something I'm just not... Is it like something that I actually know and I'm just not understanding?
There you go, Alphen.
It's time to end this battle.
I'm right beside you. This one's mine. Raging Cascade. I'll heal you up. Do it.
Look sharp. Lightning Tiger Blade.
Maybe I'm just having a brain fart. I don't know.
Alphen.
I can't forgive them for what they've done, but I hate killing them. They don't know why they're fighting. How does that even make them any different from the Danan slaves?
Perhaps. However, if we don't
Huh.
make a choice,
Okay.
the guilt of not doing anything will be
Interesting.
that much worse.
Yeah, I know. I hate for it to be like this. But if it happens again, you won't find me hesitating to act.
I wonder if we're going to get attacked again.
Buck says
We
he'll
lose heart
hesitate to
now.
act.
This whole mission is over.
Oh, hey, look.
Have to
It's
stick
more
the course.
wolves. It's amazing how they're on all of the planets, including a planet that has no life on it whatsoever.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Rising Wyvern. Prepare to be healed. I'm Okay, here I go. Won't save now. I'm in the groove. Yours to be let free. First strike.
Prepare to be sealed. Actually, sound is more appropriate.
Less talking, more doing.
Come and face me.
Oh my god, they're so fast.
Take this. Rise long. Look sharp. Lightning tiger blade. See that? That training's paying off.
If you let off of them for even a moment, you drop your combo. You not drop your combo, but you drop them with the blue strike bar.
Consider yourself finished. That's some power you wield.
You're the one who did the heavy lifting.
This is the final dungeon of the game, by the way.
Is this a dead end?
It appears this whole room functions as an elevator. That apparatus there is likely what's used to control it.
Oh, we have enemies on the elevator. Oh, hey, look! We have enemies on the elevator. It's now a beat-em-up, guys.
Concentrate.
Take this.
Insects should stay on the ground.
Rising wyvern. Blind freaks. Eat this. They just sit still. Sia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
Totally. In an instant. Impact claw.
Reinforcements? Dan, they're surrounding
Here I
us.
come.
Air thrust.
We've turned the tables on it.
There are still more left.
Right. No time to hold back.
Eat this.
This one's all mine.
Glacier spear. Here's evil.
Take this.
Eat this. Enemies incoming. Do it. This ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
There you go, Alvin.
It's time to end this battle.
I'm right beside you.
Ignite.
Here.
Mirage. You're mine. Rising wyvern.
In the wind. Air thrust.
You're finished. The flame inside me.
Astral energy.
Say no more.
Take it.
More super.
Keep calm and take them down.
You're mine. Burn in hell.
I'll tear you apart.
Take this.
That'll bring you down.
Here I come. Mirage.
Shouldn't have messed with me. Flame of fury.
Mirage.
Burning. Water. Here I go. Glacial spear. Here's evil. You know what?
I'll crush you.
Gonna crush this tiny little bee.
Tenebrous claw. Dragon Shell. You're mine.
Into the
You're
shadows.
finished.
Air thrust.
Now you see what I can do. Mirage.
Lightning condensed.
Not today.
Swallow dance. Illuminate the
Law. Look sharp. Lightning tiger blade.
See that? Coming. Dragon Shell. The sky is mine. Holy land.
Eagle assault. You're mine.
Now. This ends now.
Consider yourself finished. More? You're mine. Mirage. Rip and tear.
This one's mine.
First strike.
Illuminate
Take
the
it.
corruption. Come
It's
forth.
over.
Holy glitter. Try to do it. Get toasty.
Bird strike.
Dance in the
More?
wind.
Mirage. It's time. Rising wyvern. Look sharp. Lightning tiger blade.
Here I go.
Now. Here I come.
I'm only getting weak now.
Burn in hell.
Here. This is
How does he have concepts in his understanding like hell?
You're finished. Sword Alpha.
now I'm in the groove. Annihilation. Now. This ends now.
Consider yourself
If
finished.
he's, you know, not from Earth.
Come forth, holy
You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying? Like, I always find it weird when they use words like
I can feel my power growing.
that have clear religious connotations to them.
Even in such a harsh environment. environment is this? There are still creatures here?
You think they're native to Rena? Or could they be Zoogles somehow?
Whatever they are, they're dangerous. Watch yourselves around them. You think that pit stretches all the way to Rena's core?
I mean, if so, we could
That's
just
true.
jump.
And if we go down, we should find the Great Spirit.
Don't get careless.
Don't tell me!
I'm like bait today.
I never miss. Eat dirt.
You're finished!
Things really get on my nerves.
You'll be let free!
Okay, fine, free. What can they just finish? Astral energy.
Say no more! Shut!
Well done.
You're mine!
The power of water.
Mirage! No escape! Mirage!
Now.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Water.
My
Hear my call.
Watch Mirage! Rising Wiper! Mirage!
Hear the evil.
I'm not done! Mirage! Double leap! In an instant! Impact Block!
Glacial Flare. Pierce the evil.
Mirage!
Sleep now.
Here I come! Rising
Freeze Lancer.
Nicely done.
Brace yourself! This one's tough! I'll take you all on! The blade inside me yearns to be let free!
I wish they would explain how these creatures are still alive if supposedly every living thing on the planet
I owe you one!
was to feed the great astral spirit.
Prepare to be sealed, O fleet of foot. Actually, perhaps bound is more appropriate.
Let's talking more doing.
Sword Rain Alpha!
No further!
Eagle.
You're mine!
Attack time. Hear me. I got it. Do it.
I'm just getting... Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
See that?
That training's paying off!
Armor won't save you.
You're mine!
Blow away.
Mirage!
Burning.
Sword Rain Alpha!
Fear. Pierce the evil.
Mirage! This one's all mine!
Meteor storm.
You're mine! Rising Wyvern! Mirage! It's over!
Fucking hell, they're
Mirage!
Raging.
Now we'll never... Rising Wyvern!
Take this!
Mirage! It's over!
No! Swing again, there we go.
In an instant! Impact Block! Now! Here I come! Rising Wyvern!
I can't imagine what we'd do without you, Renwell.
Who, me? That's a little much, don't you think?
I'm serious. You're a lifesaver.
Rising Wyvern!
Only get not on my watch. Where are you going?
With this,
If we get to the
I
boss,
can become even stronger.
I will try and wrap this up. Got a door here. Hold on, let's see what's in the door. Big chest there. Oh, ow. No, I'm good. There's a giant, there's like an optional, like, two-headed fucking wannabe boss there, and I'm not, just not doing it.
Guess I misread the landing.
Oh, hey, look, another wannabe boss. Let's see if I can sneak by this thing.
These structures don't look like anything built by the Renans, or even what we saw in the Forbidden Zone.
No, because I'm pretty sure the Great Astral Spirit is from yet
Perhaps
another
this is
world.
the true architectural style of the Helganquil. Or perhaps the opposite, given their situation.
You mean like how some places favor building stuff with stone, while others rely on wood?
That's an interesting way of looking at it. I'll have to inquire with Hevrecht 35
Fuck
about
you.
it sometime.
Fine.
Don't get careless.
Don't tell me!
Ready and ready. Now you see what I can
Oh, not done! Eat dirt! First strike! Here I come! It's over! Start
Astral energy!
Say no more. Got it.
Well done!
Here I come.
As impressive as always.
Do it. Here I hope that wasn't. Look sharp. Lightning tiger blade.
I need to be stronger.
Ah, fuck. Okay.
Those thorns.
I'm not letting them get in our way.
One of these goddamn things. Okay, well. Chrome Gazer.
Looks like trouble with the capital T. Together, we've got this. Mirage! Okay, here I go. It can hide itself? Amazing! No escape! Mirage! No further! Rising Wyvern! Mirage! I'm on it! Rising Wyvern! Mirage! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
To quote DBZ Abridged with Law, he's so cool, but he's so dumb.
Not today!
Where are you going? My astral energy not in your dreams!
Rising Wyvern!
Armor won't save you!
Mirage!
Denied!
Rising Wyvern! Storm! You're finished! Mirage!
Yeah, I just wish it had more. Like, right? Because we've basically seen the same monsters just palette swap in almost every dungeon.
You require a hand.
Eagle Fly! Rising take this! Take this! Mirage!
Ow.
Thanks, Kitara!
Take this! Mirage! I'll smash you! This is bad, right?
Yes, I'll
So much for
very
sitting this
bad.
side out.
I don't
That wouldn't be
feel
a
so good.
complaint, I hear.
Nope, that'd be silly.
Try harder!
Hear me!
No
Hear me!
chance! Here I come!
Where are you going?
You're finished!
Not on my watch!
Mirage! This one's all mine! Now! Storm! Mirage! You're mine! Not today! Here I come!
Lost my focus.
Mirage!
Feel!
Thanks!
I owe you, Tion.
Healing is what my art do best.
All mine can do is cause havoc and destruction.
Target down! I'm not done! Rising Wyvern! Mirage! Rising Wyvern! Mirage!
Jolene!
Dead.
This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes.
We're still standing. Barely.
We're nearly full health, thank you. But we're gonna use a thing. Game's like, so we heard you like two-headed Cerberus, huh? To which I say, no, not really. 2/3 the Cerberus that I like. The fact that we're still collecting shit.
I've got a really bad feeling about this.
I can carve through armor.
Concentration!
Eat this! Here I come!
Like resources, I mean, like the random resources.
Stars of light. Rain down and pure
That freaking does it! Rising Wiper can't get out of bed!
Now!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven! Phoenix Cyclone! My turn!
Glimmer
Ignite!
coming through!
I'm just getting started!
Now! Glimmer! Astral energy!
Say no more! Got it!
Well done!
Eat this! Dragon Shell!
Not so smart now!
You fight better at a distance. The further away, the better.
Hold up. Is this as valuable as I think it is?
No. I would have just piloted the fucking ship straight down the hole, personally. I'm just saying. Let's see how Great Astral Spirit likes a starship to the face.
I've got a really bad feeling about this. Water, here we're called.
It's over! Rising Wiper!
These have no weak points. I don't know if you noticed, but the other versions had like crystals and stuff that you could break. These have none of that.
I don't know what I do without you.
Perhaps now isn't the time?
I really don't.
Into the shadows!
Dragon Shell! Rising Wiper!
I'll be saving this one! Raging storm! Up and at you!
Rising Wiper!
I never miss!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
That was a waste of Shion's thing because he did his right when I triggered it.
Sleep now.
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind it.
Got it! I'll leave it to you!
I'll smash you!
Rising Wiper!
Whirlwind snap! Here goes! Don't mind if I do. It looks like you got this one covered.
I really owe you.
Thanks, Shion.
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry. I'll do better.
Time to
Ow.
let it rip.
Let me help.
Okay, here I go. Coming through. Ha! Now. Scarlet Inferno.
Will this Wind astral energy! Raging cascade!
This one's all mine. Rising up.
In here!
Try harder. My turn.
I really owe you one.
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Now!
Got him.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Gonna have a boss rush, which is interesting.
With your flames and my technique,
We're stronger together than we are apart.
Pixie crystal. It's like a pixie stick. Just another way of saying sugar. Compare. Having a hard time carrying. Fuck you, game.
Hey. New equipment.
I've had them. I had them. I guess it has been like a couple decades. You know, I was never a big Smarties person. Wait, it fucking dodged? That is not cool, game.
Prepare to be seized. Actually, perhaps found is more appropriate.
We've all got enough on our plates.
Oh, good. I can. Okay, I can stop it. Bullshit. Man, Law just goes into Mystic State so easy.
I never miss. I can carve through armor. Will this help?
Burn in hell!
Thanks for the healing.
Watch yourself, okay?
Yeah, you too.
You're finished!
Oh, now you're talking! I'm just getting started. By the power of water!
Rising Wyvern!
Hear me! Flame of fury!
I'm on it! Take this! I'll run you through! Rising Wyvern! You're on!
It was nice.
Sword Rain Alpha! I'm not done! Rising Wyvern! You're on!
Swallow dance!
Rising Wyvern! Lose the Rumble! Stardust! You're mine!
Ready and ready!
Sword Rain Alpha! Coming
There we go.
through!
I almost didn't get it.
Now! Scarlet Inferno!
I'll heal you all!
Now you see what I can do!
Lightning condemn!
Ignite!
Healing circle!
Take this!
Eat this! I can burn all day! Power soar! Illuminate the dark! Come forward! Holy land!
Rising Wyvern!
Do you like sweet tarts, Frid?
Watch this!
Here I come!
It's in the sky, it's mine!
You're on! I'm not done!
Annihilation!
You're on!
Radiant pierce!
Double leap! In an instant! Impact Claw!
A hard-won victory.
Missed a chest. Oh well. Not running back to get it. Yeah, same. That's kind of how I felt about him. Dude, there better be something really... Oh, there's a chest. No! I was gonna try and juke around it.
Onto your arm.
Fuck.
Here I come. Don't mind if I do.
That buzzing is driving me mad!
Glacial spear! Pierce evil!
Eat this! We got fire!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
All yours! Rising Wyvern!
Water! Hear my call!
Rising Wyvern!
Oh, really? I always liked the hard ones. They kind of just melted after a while.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Alphen!
It's time to end this battle!
Now you see what I can do!
You're on!
Eat this!
charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
We're cleaning house.
Let me take the rest of it. Wow, someone's feeling lively.
Ready and ready. Armor won't save you. Ignite. Rising Wyvern. I'll finish you here and now. Take this. You're finished.
Hi, Visual. Yeah, you were gone for a little bit. I noticed. And you missed like all the answers to everything in the story too. Fun fact, you can eat soup while watching a stream. It is possible to do both.
Coming through. Ha! Now. Scarlet Inferno.
So, alright, let's recap the story so far. I'm gonna stream a little bit late because I think I'm right at the end. So anyway, turns out there are no Renans. The Renan people are actually Danans that were brought to Rena by an alien race.
Looks like it could be worth something.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, you knew. Yep. And it turns out there's an evil entity in the planet that is just eating all the life stream. Imagine that. It's almost like Genova lives in the planet. Yeah, there's a probable chance that we're gonna have to murder Shion to kill the boss, the end boss too. And I'm fine with it. Wow. I really didn't do shit with her. Okay. What did I even get? I was gonna equip something.
Is it just me, or is any...
It's so the planet Rena is completely devastated. It's actually hollowed out. There's supposedly no life on it, except for apparently these things, which are, remember how everybody turned into Capri Sun when they ran out of astral energy? So it turns out that the entire planet is basically made out of Capri Sun at this point. Like that's how dry the great astral spirit has like made the planet. And so now it needed a new planet to feed on, so that's why it started harvesting from Dana.
I'll crush you.
What's this Pokemon? This Pokemon is the same Pokemon that we fought before, except it's silver now, and it doesn't have any weak spots like the other one did.
That'll bring you down.
Basically, yeah, it's literally Genova. Like, after all this time, they just redid the story of Final Fantasy VII in a slightly different way.
You're finished!
Will this help?
I'll finish you here and now!
I'll
Fuck.
stop you. Thanks,
You
Chica.
should have messed with me! Can't end here!
Don't give
In
up.
a bind? Inspiration! I could do this all day!
Arch Steel! Don't mind if I do.
Far enough! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Whirlwind snap! I'll finish you here and now!
Law actually, I think, just saved me.
Leave the enemy's arch to me.
No complaints here! I'm not done!
I'll heal you all. Healing circle.
Try hard, Meister! I'm like bait for them! I'm on it! You're mine! I'll tear you apart! Rising Wyvern!
Healing circle.
Take this! This one's all mine! Burn! I'm on it!
Lightning.
You're on!
Damn it. Out of ammo.
Crumble! Lewis! Rising Wyvern! I'm on it! You're up! Now we're not storm! Rising Wyvern!
I can't heal you forever. I owe you, Tion. Healing is what my arts do best. All mine can do is cause havoc and destruction.
Let's tear him up! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Dead.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
With this, I can become
Getting our asses kicked in terms of
even stronger.
in terms of our CP. Your game, I'd really like a CP refresh anytime now. So we are working our way down to the core of Rena now to fight the great ass spirit. Why they didn't just fly the fucking ship right down the hole that leads to it, I don't know, but whatever.
What the hell? Are they asleep?
No. They appear to be well preserved. However, they are all dead.
He knows that just by looking at them.
Dead? So this is a mass grave?
Looks that way. However, none of them appear to be Helganquil.
Bear in mind that Renans were originally Danans, who were remade and sent to live on Lenegus. Knowing that, they would have needed a place to perform the procedures somewhere.
And that place is here, I assume.
So what you're saying is that all of these are Danon, or rather, Renan bodies?
Most likely, yes. It must have been abandoned for one reason or another.
There are so many of them. They were all taken away, but never given the chance to wake.
Cool story. Could be a boss fight, I can tell. I can tell on account of the round circle. I can tell because of the round circular thing. There are chests down here. Come on, game. Be generous. Just once. Piece of shit. So how was your soup visual? Was it good? Go. Well, that's horrific. Okay.
What is that thing?
Congrats, there's a new
Something we have to fight
creature
if we
yet
wanna
that we
get
hadn't
across,
seen.
it
Well done.
seems.
Be careful. It's huge.
Yeah, no shit. That's what everybody says.
What is with all the huge lumbering beasts lately?
No ordinary zoo. That much is damn sure.
God.
Watch yourself. All bets are off when it comes to this thing. That's the spot. Mirage!
Let's see what we got for spots. We have nothing. This is it.
Mirage! It's on! I'll smash you! Mirage! Ignite! I'm on! Rising Wiper! Watch this! Mirage! Take this! Mirage! Oh. Now you're talking! Its head is the weak point? We'll need to bring it down somehow to hit it.
In that case, let's
Are
start
you
with
fucking
one in the
kidding me, game?
Radiant, look here! That'll bring you down.
I'm on it! Take
I'll
this!
end you! Raging Storm!
No further!
Take
Mirage!
By the power of water!
Rising Wyvern!
Well, I didn't dodge it that time, but that's
Don't
okay.
mind if I do.
Rising Wyvern!
Gale Force! Healing Surge!
Had barley in it?
I'm sorry to be a bother.
Just barley? Was it barley soup?
Yes, ma'am.
Was it? Yeah, was it barley soup? I'm so clever.
Rising Wyvern! I can carve through armor!
Need to pull myself together. Oh,
Now I'm in the...
rain down and water.
No, you didn't see what I did there? See, that's why it's clever. I have to explain it so you get it.
No escape! In a bind? Rising Wyvern!
Back into the
Mirage! Swallow down! Now!
Crossblade!
That'll bring you down.
Mirage! Ignite! Rising Wyvern! Mirage!
So much for sitting this fight out.
That wouldn't be a complaint, I hear.
Nope, that'd be silly.
Mirage!
It looks like you got this one covered.
Rising Wyvern!
Holy Land!
Mirage!
Eat this! Not on my watch!
Rising Wyvern! Mirage!
Ready and
rare! Now I'm in the groove! Rising Wyvern! Mirage!
Holy Glimmer! Holy Land!
Not a chance! This one's all mine! Rising Wyvern! Burn! Rising Wyvern! Mirage! Here I come! Inferno Punch! Far enough! Mirage! I'm on
require a hand.
Do it!
Astral energy! Full throttle!
Water, hear my call.
Halfway point.
Spread!
Now it's gonna pull some new fucking strategies out. Oh, hey.
No escape! Rising Wyvern! You're finished!
That'll bring you down.
Inferno Punch! My turn! Rising Wyvern! The flame inside me yearns to be let free! Ignite!
They're not playing around!
Take this! It's over!
Oh, he's in super fast mode. Okay.
Here's the evil!
Rising Wyvern! Mirage!
Illuminate the
see what I can do!
Rising Wyvern! Holy Glimmer!
Mirage! First strike!
Watch this!
Rising Wyvern! Luna Rondo!
All good things come to an end.
Out of the field! Annihilation!
Rising Wyvern! Try harder!
Sweet
Now!
Annihilation!
Mirage!
Flame of Fury! Burning strike! Here's a healing art!
Stay away from
Stop
my
that
friend!
shit.
Mirage! It's on! Sonic Thrust! Burn! Take this! You're finished! Rising Wyvern!
That move!
Rising Wyvern! Here comes the big one! Rising Wyvern!
I need to pull myself together. Radiant Pierce! This one's mine!
Inferno Punch!
Radiant Pierce! I never miss!
I'm nearly done for.
Oh my.
In the wind!
Get the fuck out of that.
Art expert coming through!
You hear it now!
I'll cover
Take this! You're finished! I owe you one! Strike! Mirage! Rising Wyvern!
It's showtime! Sweet love!
Watch this! Rising Wyvern!
Illuminate the dark! Come on! Holy Glimmer!
I can carve through armor!
Holy Land! Now
Leave the charges to me! Take this!
what would I
Mirage!
do now?
You're mine!
Air
No
thrust!
Yep.
The flame inside me yearns to be let free. Mirage!
I'm all set. Amazing. Not long to go now.
We couldn't have done it without you, Manuel.
Thanks. Come on. Let's see when you get in there and finish this fight. Hear my call. Freeze Lancer. Art expert coming through.
I don't know. I think it works because if you were really into the battle system and you wanted to do shit like chain moves off of each other, right? You could potentially like know what they were doing by them calling out their moves. That's the only benefit that I can see. Maybe don't stand right in the middle of it, Law. Oh god, I gotta get out of this. I gotta get out of this. I gotta get out of it. Nope, I'm dead.
Not done yet.
Don't mind if I do.
Rising Wyvern.
Where are you going? What would I do without you?
Thanks, Shia.
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry. I'll do better.
Dead.
Not a chance.
Got it.
Astral energy.
Say no more.
Fire shiny.
The hell was that thing?
Probably something that was made here and somehow managed to survive, even after all this time. Not that there's any way of knowing now.
What's wrong?
That's nice. We don't need this. We're moving.
We're not gonna jump down, right?
I certainly hope not.
After hearing Dohalim's suggestion, I'm honestly not sure what to say.
I assure you all, I was merely stating the possibility.
Game, please give me a fucking refresh point. Please. Do I not deserve a refresh point? I've been very good. Team me up. Thanks for the refresh point, game. Really nice of you. Fuck me, there's another boss already. Come on now.
We're back in that other room? Did the teleporter fail or something?
Something feels off about it.
Look! Everything's upside down!
The furnishings are, at least. No, you're right. The whole room's flipped on its head.
So what was once down is now up, and vice versa. I suppose the teleporter reversed our orientation then.
Alright, it reversed my orientation. I'm straight, everybody. I haven't played Elden Ring yet. It's on my list. Please don't spoil things about that.
I guess this is the flip side of that pathway we were walking on just a little while ago.
This is crazy.
It's
Who knew
crazy.
such amazing technology existed?
Everything's topsy-turvy and that's all you can
Fuck
think about?
me.
Fair
Okay,
enough.
well.
The core of Rena now sits above us. I pray that we won't encounter many stairs along the way.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Thanks, Shion.
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry.
This is gonna need all of us together.
Not today!
Go for the weak point.
Let loose. Armor won't save you!
Dance to the
No
wind.
further! Pierce through!
Freeze
Florida!
order.
You're my... I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes!
Kaboom!
Tenebrous claw! I'm on it!
It would've been nice if I just killed it.
Rising wiper! Rip and tear! All good things come to an end.
Let me help.
Eagle fly! Rising wiper! Tear you apart! Try harder! My turn!
Meteor storm.
Rising wiper! Mirage!
Field. Healing scream.
I'm on it! Burn in hell! Dragon shout! Burn! Mirage!
This one.
Rising wiper!
Energy. That'll bring you down.
Sploosh! Sploosh!
Illuminate the dark.
It's finished!
Outstanding form.
You're finished! Mirage! I'm on it! Talon Hurricane! Out of ammo! Here I come and tear! Take this!
Yeah, haha, you found me.
Rising wiper! Carve through armor! Here I take this! You're finished! Talon Hurricane! Burn! Inferno punch! Mirage! Burn!
In here.
Mirage! Strike! Here I come! Rising wiper! Mirage!
Yeah, oh yeah. I played the shit out of Tears of the Kingdom.
Rising wiper! Mirage! Rising wiper!
I had a whole Zelda lead up where I played like almost all of the Zelda games. Pretty amazing.
Dragon does it! Rising wiper! Here I come! What a relief! Why'd you kill me?
To stop you dying?
I never miss.
I'll crush you! Ah! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Especially when you drop the rocks on their heads and they're like, ooh. That's the best sound.
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Do it behind me.
Got it! In an instant! Impact claw!
I know fine weapon material when I see it.
People on the Tears of the Kingdom subreddit have like made a game of playing golf with the fucking backpack
What are
Koroks.
those? They look like Shion's thorns, and with flowers too.
Not real ones, though. They're just like that flower growing
Where
out
they
of Rena.
create these like
We must be getting close to the Great Spirit. now.
devices to try and knock them down the nearest
Hey, Rinwa,
abyss
what
hole.
was that thing you said about how a little bit of Dana's great spirit is inside all of us?
Right. That's why Dana's great spirit is so much more diluted. Weak, even. Whether it was a choice so it didn't overpower others, or just the way it is anyone's guess.
If that's true, then wouldn't it mean Dana's will could never form under natural conditions?
Yeah, sounds like that's probably the case.
So if Dana exists within all of us, then what if something occurred that brought everyone's hearts and minds together as one?
Oh my god,
That
the power
unity
of
could
friendship.
potentially act as Dana's will.
The live stream is gonna
You mean if
overpower
everybody was, like,
Meteor.
thinking the exact same thing at the exact same time? Come on, there's no way we could pull that off.
I know it's a long shot, but it might work.
Yeah.
Let's assume that's even possible for a second. Would it even be enough to fight back against Rena's great spirit?
It's got spirit, yes it does.
Might be an option if we can't use the Renasalma.
Things are different here than on the
Oh,
surface.
also the thorns that are in
ventured into Rena.
what's her face? Fuck, I forget her name. Are a part of the Great Spirit. So if we kill the thing in that without killing her, then it can revive itself. So yeah, she's a tragic backstory. Okay, we've now seen every fucking enemy in this dungeon. No, the power of friendship will save her.
Maybe it's time I try on some.
What is a fair? Art C. Peacock. Oh my god. Yes. Can I get like 5 of those, please? Please, can I has more? Fuck me, okay. Well, that is not a shiny Pokemon I want to fight. No. I'm sorry, I'm not doing that fight. I'm gonna do this one though. Astral Agony.
I have a bad feeling about this. Here I go.
Ignite! I'll run you through! Rising Wyvern! Save you! You're mine! You're on! I'll tear you apart! Take this! Backdoor! Denied! Oh, next trick does it! Rising Wyvern! You're on!
It's a double fin Stegosaurus with a really long tongue, and it can cloak itself like a Klingon bird of prey.
I don't know what I'd do without you.
Perhaps now isn't the time?
I really don't.
Bring you down.
It's over! Dragon! Burn!
Why? Stegosauruses are kind of dumb. I mean, they're not even great. They died.
These fists have got your name on them! I'm on it! In a bind! This one's all mine! I'll crush you!
You wish I had a cooler name.
Tenebrous Claw!
I think it looks kind of cool though, with the red veins.
I'll tear you apart! I can carve through Rising Wyvern! You're on!
No, Stegosaurus is not a cool name. Stegosaurus is the name that nerds would give it.
The enemy heals arts too.
We'll soon see about that.
Rising Wyvern! Inspiration! Time for one more!
I never miss.
And we certainly have no nerds in this chat room. Ow. Ow.
Thanks, Kisara.
Not today! I'm on it! Rising Viper!
Here!
Mirage!
Now! It's over! Astral energy! Full throttle!
I know, right? But thankfully now we have the John Oliver Koala Chlamydia Award, so you know, we're gonna solve chlamydia for koalas.
Was that a compliment?
And if you ask if that's a real thing, yes, it 100% is. Yeah, but mussels are tasty. They exist to be eaten. Oh, hey, is this another elevator where we have to fight a whole bunch of shit going down? You want to bet? I kind of hope it's not. I kind of just want to, like, get to the boss. I feel like they're just extending this now. Yeah, here we go.
This won't be easy. Don't be such a pessimist.
I'm sorry to be a father.
We've all got enough on our plates.
Come one, come all!
My best.
Rising Viper! Mirage!
Now you see what I can do!
Rising Viper! Mirage!
Fucking lost it.
Sword Ring Alpha! I'm just getting started! Rising Viper! It's over! You're mine! I'm not done! It's on! Here not today!
We're in the home stretch now. Enemies incoming!
I'll finish you, then we'll take them down!
Eat dirt! Illuminate the
The enemy wheels aren't too.
We'll soon see about that!
It's over!
Eagle assault!
Do it! You're mine!
Lost! Get toasty!
Bird strike!
Right, next one!
This is basically a just a really, really long fight. Like, they keep spawning in new enemies.
Not today! Take this! Rising Viper!
Can't get out of this!
Do it! Astral energy! Full throttle! A flawless reinforcement?
You know, the best sushi I ever had was in San Francisco. So good.
I can handle it! Freeze Lancer! Holy Lance! Where are you going?
Take this! Mirage!
I'm on it! I'm out of it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! More Sukos?
Keep calm and take them down!
Rising Viper! Mirage!
I don't understand why they called them Zoogles. They could have just called them monsters, and everybody would have understood.
Here! Eat this! More resistance!
You're finished!
Take this! There! One at a time!
Okay!
Laser spear! Pierce evil!
Now! You're mine! Totally! In an instant! Impact block!
Illuminate the
Take
dark!
it! It's over!
Holy Lance!
Mirage!
Ready to know! This one's mine! Eagle do it! Get toasty!
Bird strike! More? You're mine! Take that!
Armor won't save you!
No escape!
Radiant not in your dreams!
It's on! Rising Wyvern! Not today! Take this! You're finished! I'll run you through! It's over! Okay, here I go.
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Right.
Mirage! Strike!
It was nice.
Sword Ring Alpha!
I'm on! Do it! I never miss!
That's how we know you're really from Florida.
Lightning Tiger Blade! See that? That training's paying off! Mirage! Rising Wyvern! I'm not done! Here I go! Here I come! You're finished! We did it! Not anymore! Mirage! Take this! You're finished!
Leave the target for me! You fight better at a distance. The further away, the better. You and I both.
It's over! Dance!
Alright, it's showtime! Light Astral Lightning condensed! Art expert coming through!
Do it! River!
Astral energy!
Say no more! Got
Well done!
the flame inside me yearns to be let free! You're finished!
Thanks for the healing. Watch yourself, okay? Yeah, you too.
You're mine! I'm on a roll now!
Yes, it's also America's dick.
It's over!
Here's the evil!
Mirage! Here I come! You're finished! Burn in hell! Take this! I'm on it! Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Elvin!
It's time to end this battle!
I'm right beside you! One more time! I'm all
Take this! Rising Wyvern! I can carve through armor! Mirage! Rising Wyvern! Mirage! You're mine! Mirage!
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
No, you didn't miss hear me.
Rising Wyvern! Mirage! You're finished! Talon Hurricane! You're finished! Mirage! Take this!
Radiant
Sword Lane Alpha!
Lightning Orb!
Rising Wyvern!
Dragon Shout!
Mirage!
All good things come to an end!
Take this! Rising Wyvern! Mirage! It's on!
Holy Land! Water! Hear my call!
Which
You're finished! You're mine! You're finished! Here I come! Rising Wyvern! Mirage! Burn!
Meteor storm!
yeah, Florida. Florida is a dick. Yeah.
With this, I can become even stronger.
And given its proximity to the Dominican Republic, it's really appropriate because America's just been fucking them ever since we took them on as a territory. But now you will forever see it as it did. Just some frame rate. Yeah, I don't know why we didn't fly the spaceship down this giant hole. I'm pretty sure it would have fit.
This
Yeah. Yeah.
might be some decent equipment.
Anything that makes battles easier is okay by me.
We've got to be close. Hey, look, it's a dragon. Okay, I guess we're going up. Oh, that's right, because they said that it was the... since we're reverse gravity, we're going up to go down. Got it. That makes fucking sense. And isn't just a cheap way to recycle the dungeon. Holy shit. Why is it giving us this stuff? Like, we can't craft anything down here. Oh, I did. I'm blind. I don't see how you would... I don't see how Italy isn't a boot. I'm just saying, that's a very oddly shaped dick. And I have seen some pretty oddly shaped dicks in my day.
This one's tough. Rising Wyvern.
Radiant, where are you going?
Illuminate the dark. Take this.
Now you see what I can do.
Look sharp. Lightning Tiger Blade. See that? That training's paying off.
Now, get toasty.
Burn strike. My turn. Take this. Rising Wyvern. I'll finish you here and now. We did not. Luna Rongo. The flaming.
Oh, what a waste to use this on this enemy, but okay. Oh, and it's even the really good one, too. That's so dumb.
In a bind. Hold on here. Here I come. Amazing. Lightning Orb. I never miss. Light after dance to the wind. Photon raging cascade.
Rising Wyvern. Rising Wyvern.
I'll tear you apart. Hear me. Wind after here I come.
Rising Wyvern.
Now you see what I can do. Hear me. Rising Wyvern.
Now, while it's reeling.
Take it down. Illuminate the dark. Holy glimmer. Holy land.
Rising Wyvern.
First aid. Just what I needed.
Rising Wyvern.
Mirage. Searing flame.
Rising Wyvern.
Pierce evil. Illuminate the dark. Reblazer.
You're mine.
Mirage.
Take this.
Healing circle.
I really owe you one. Escape.
Arc sealed.
Mirage.
Thanks so much.
In a bind.
Sealed. Radiant. Not on my watch. Here.
Rising Wyvern.
Watch this. Out of ammo. What more with that come from?
Now I'm real mad.
Raging
I want his tongue.
Sealed. Far enough. Oh, now you're talking! If it's in the sky, it's mine! Alright, where are you going? Shattering pieces! Attack time! Eat this! Hey! Try harder! Now! Graviton field! Mirage! Mega ray! Here I come! Mirage! First strike! Talon hurricane! It looks like you got this covered! Astral energy!
Say no more.
Maybe it's a dick so big you have to put a boot on it. It's the proverbial third leg.
The Zoogles here are putting up a real fight.
That's probably it's probably the third leg. I get it.
That just goes to show how important this place is.
Or perhaps they simply thrived freely here under such harsh conditions.
I don't.
Cutscene or boss?
The
Cutscene.
astral energy here is so dense. It's like trying to walk through water.
Not as dense as
I know
law.
the Great Spirit's will is in the center of Rena, but with the world in this state, the entire planet has become its body, right? So doesn't that mean we're already inside it?
Yes.
I would say
Very
that is
good law.
horrifyingly correct.
You finally penetrated
After all,
somebody.
the further we climb, the denser the astral energy becomes.
What's the matter, Rinwell? Are you not feeling all right?
No, it's nothing like that. It just feels like the energy here is a little more intense than it was before.
Yeah.
You mean Rena's energy?
Yeah. It's like when I made contact with Dana's will in the wedge. It's almost as though I can understand what Rena's will is thinking.
But Rena's will is supposed to be a lot stronger. Aren't we risking the Great Spirit controlling us if we interact with it
Don't do it.
directly?
I don't think we have to worry about that.
Don't do it.
Rena's will is only supposed to control true Renans, like the Helganquil. If we can discern what the Great Spirit is
Don't do
thinking
it.
too, we might learn something, a
Bad
weakness.
idea.
But just to be safe, let me contact it alone.
She's
Are
the
you
one that makes
insane?
the horrible
Rinwell,
fucking
you're
decisions
gonna-
in the horror movies.
Linwell!
There was...
She's the one who's like, "Hey, that
to
that
be
horribly
one
creepy
world.
haunted house is totally safe. Let's go in, guys."
And your goal is to make them one.
Don't lie.
Is this fear? What just happened?
You were stupid. That's what happened.
Are you all right? Rinwell? Rinwell, are you okay?
No, I'm fine. I think.
What were you thinking? You could have gotten yourself killed.
He's
Yeah.
right. You had us all terrified, Rinwell.
I'm sorry. I really, really am. But
Well, it's been
I
on a
know
diet
how-
for millions of
I
years,
know
so you
how the
know.
Great Spirit thinks.
Now it's got like a smorgasbord
what
of a
it
planet
wants,
right next to it, and
how
it's
it
finally
feels.
ready to eat it, and it's like, "But you won't let me eat it. Why?"
Rena's Great Spirit wants to complete the world.
What's that supposed to mean? Are you saying it's trying to make something?
Yes, exactly. Originally, Dana and Rena were meant to be one world. But that never happened. They've stayed separated, and the Great Spirit wants to finish the process.
What do you mean, one world?
Okay, got it.
How
So
is
we're
that
gonna
even
merge the
possible?
worlds,
I don't know, but its will is clear.
and then
That's
we're
what
gonna
the Great
have
Spirit is
Capri
trying
Sun
to
everywhere.
accomplish.
Capri Sun for
The
everybody.
only problem is that since Rena's energy isn't evenly spread like Dana's, it seems like it'll vanish before that happens naturally.
So it's trying to absorb Dana while it still can, so that it can force the two planets to unite. Is that what you're saying?
The
I say
Great
we just
Spirit
cut Dana. I just
is
say we
scared.
cut Rana off and
But
like
it's
just
not
kick
scared
it off
the way
into
a
space.
rational
Fuck you,
person
planet.
would be. It's more raw and undiluted, like just pure fear.
Like an animal, acting out of instinct. Although admittedly, an animal would be easier to communicate with. At the very least, I have my doubts that it recognizes us as sentient beings with a reason for coming here. Earth, water, fire, and wind energy exist in both worlds, but only darkness and light can be found within Rena and Dana, respectively. The Renis Alma, as far as we know, the only host capable of harvesting the astral energy, is composed of all six.
Yeah, we
Knowing
got
all
it.
that, Rinwell's findings do sound plausible.
That sounds a lot like Shion's thorns, doesn't it? The whole reason the Great Spirit is trying to unite Dana and Rena into one world is in order to save itself. And if her thorns are part of the Great Spirit, then they must also be trying to save themselves?
I don't care. Let's murder it anyway.
What is it?
We thought the only way to free your thorns was for you to die. Yet despite that, they seem to be doing everything in their power to stop that from happening to you. Something wasn't adding up. But then I just realized something. If the Great Spirit doesn't want to die, then neither would your thorns. Those same emotions, that fear, that determination, and its energy must have been the same thing that was keeping you alive. You were its vessel.
In that case, is that why her thorns caused so much pain to anyone who touched her? Because they were trying to protect themselves?
Oh my fucking god, shut up.
If that's all true, then... well, it's more than a little ironic.
The Great Spirit merely expresses
This
its
this
desires.
storyline has
I
gone
imagine
completely
it was
into
how
absurd
Gangrel were likely
territory now.
tasked with putting together and implementing an actual plan.
They're just making wild leaps here at this
Shion.
point. Like, absolutely no
Okay,
no
we need to
data
hurry and
points
clean
to
this mess
back
up
them
before
up
it gets
here.
out of hand.
Still, even if the current state of the world is wrong, like you said, does that really make everything okay?
No.
If the world had been whole from
Kill
the
Rena.
start, as it
Save
should have
Dana.
been,
The end.
there'd be no Dana and no Rena. No masters or slaves. No lords, no crown contest. Maybe just peace.
No, it would just be slaves living next to the people who fucking enslaved them. What? This is awful. This is an awful idea. This is bad, and they're bad for thinking of it. Fucking A. Whee! Fuck you, game. And it just parks a boss right in front of the fucking door. You are such a piece of shit, game. Fine.
Oh man.
Alrighty. Thanks for hanging out, Visual. Have a good one.
I'll shoot them out of the sky! Go for the weak point!
I'm sorry to be a bother.
We've all got enough on our plate.
Yes, ma'am. No further.
Rising Wyvern! I'm on it! I'll tear you apart! Rising Wyvern!
Far enough! Outstanding form!
Rising Wyvern!
Primed and ready!
Eat this! Mirage!
Got it!
Did you hear
Now's our
it?
chance!
Rising Wyvern! Ignite! Talon Hurricane!
Hammy! Flame of
Armor
Flame
won't save you.
Burning Strike!
Rising Wyvern!
Lost my
You're mine! First strike! Mirage!
Rip its tear.
Crush! Death! Mirage!
Hammy! Flame of Fury! Burning Strike!
Laser field.
Pierce evil!
Mirage!
Freeze Lancer! Saving this way!
Target down!
shield! Excited! I'm only getting started!
Nothing gets by me!
Rain down! Glacial spear!
The enemy wields arts too.
We'll soon see about that!
Ignite!
Tree Lancer!
Rising!
Dance in the wind!
I'm on! Rising Wiper!
Mind if I do?
Mirage!
Need to pull myself together. Dance in the wind!
Rising Wiper!
This is a
Here I come!
Lightning orb!
You see what happened there as you crossed me. Shouldn't have done that.
Mirage!
Anything in order.
Thunderblade! Rising Wiper!
Illuminate the
Rising Wiper!
So much for sitting this fight out.
That wouldn't be a complaint out here.
Nope, that'd be silly. I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
It looks like you got this one covered. Now, Dohalim! This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes!
This should come in handy when crafting weapons. Wherever we go on this planet, there are machines littered everywhere.
It's impressive to look at as a bystander, but I sure wouldn't want to live here with all of this around.
I know what you mean. There are no fish here. I couldn't cook any of my delicious dinners for you all if we lived here.
Clearly the worst point against it.
Yeah, there's no way around it.
This won't be easy.
Don't be such a pessimist.
Rising Wiper! Inferno Punch! Mirage! Rising Wiper! Mirage! You're mine!
Take this! Back into the fray!
Take this! Rising Wiper! You're mine! You're mine! Mirage!
Can't get out of this!
You're finished! Mirage!
There you go!
Attempt was made, indeed.
Armor won't save me!
At this point, you know, it's like I just kind of want to get to it, you know?
You're mine! It's on! Mirage! Ignite! You're mine! Mirage! No escape!
This one's mine!
Mirage! In the group! Rising Wiper! Mirage! Rising Wiper!
I'm only getting started!
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara! Glacial spear! Here's the evil! Lightning dash! Freeze lancer!
Take this!
Illuminate the
Try harder!
You see what happened there as you crossed me.
Rising
Shouldn't have
Wiper!
done that.
The flame inside me
I could
yearns
do this
to
all
be
day.
let free! Mirage! Burn in hell!
Anything in armor is all mine.
Mirage!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
First strike! Inferno Punch!
Illuminate the
Rising
Almost dead.
Now I can let loose.
Thanks, Shion.
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry. I'll do better.
Hear my call!
Try harder! Not a chance! Do it! River!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
I've used a bit too much healing.
Gotta be getting close. Six hours later. We gotta be getting close. Look at that perfect juke. Fuck you. game. Fuck you. No, they're just gonna sit there, aren't they? Yeah, they're just gonna sit there and try the fucking door. Sweet. Yeah, great. Great. I specifically did not want to fight these two.
To stop you dying?
You require a hand.
Sleep now.
Take this!
I'll stop its charge. Thanks, Kisara.
I'm gonna need more of this.
Fucking kidding me?
Coming through!
Do this already. Jesus Christ. Getting gangbanged. I guess technically it'd be a spit roast, but you know.
Armor won't save you! You're mine!
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry. I'll do better.
Oh, Spartan! Hear me! Flame of fury! Rain down and purify! Where are you going? In here! Denied! Here, let me help, Andy!
Oh, now you're talking!
In a bind?
Has he been saying in a bind this whole time when he does that, and I just missed it?
Thanks for the healing. Watch yourself, okay? Yeah, you too. Hold on to your arm.
No, you can't.
Lost my focus.
Rising Wyvern! Swallow Blade!
Leave the charges to me.
Lunar Rondo!
Talon Storm. Outstanding form.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Rising Wyvern! The flame inside me yearns to be let free! Burn!
Talon Storm.
Rising Wyvern!
This one's mine.
Now we're never.
No further! Rising Wyvern!
Will this help?
Rising Wyvern! Rising Wyvern!
I'm just getting started. Do it!
One's dead.
Energy.
Say no more!
Here's a well done.
Take this! Talon Hurricane!
Glacial Spear.
Imperial Punch! Rising Wyvern!
Freeze Lancer.
You're on!
Meteor Sword. Here's a healing arm.
It's over!
First aid.
You're mine!
Ready and ready.
Now you see what I can do!
Burn in hell! I'll run you through! You're on!
Let's tear him up!
Lunar Rondo!
Eagle Assault. Lightning to death.
Here I come!
I'm sorry to be a clog.
We've all got enough of that.
Yes, ma'am.
Rising Wyvern!
Take this!
You're on!
No further!
Ready.
You're mine!
Hurricane.
You're on!
Thunder Field.
Rising Wyvern!
I won't mind if I do. No more playing nice.
Talon
This one's
Hurricane!
mine. I never miss.
Big Blast! You're on!
Illuminate the here's a healing arm.
Rising Wyvern! You're on!
Talon
Rising
Hurricane. Playing
Wyvern!
around.
Totally!
Dead.
In an instant! Impact Block!
Those things are such a pain in the ass to fight. Even the non-end game ones were a pain in the ass to fight. Fuck you, game. Really? Really, game?
I have a bad feeling about this.
Damn it! You're on!
Healing Sword.
Game.
Here I go.
You're on!
Only getting started.
Now you see what I can do.
Rising Wiper!
Will this help?
First strike! I'll run you through!
Healing circle! I owe you, Theon. Healing is what my arts do best. All mine can do cause havoc and destruction.
Rising Wiper!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Eat this!
Here I come! Hit you through!
We barely managed to turn that battle.
You don't need to sound surprised.
Rising Wiper!
Perhaps I'll put more faith in you then.
Well, I certainly won't argue.
Do it! River!
Astral energy!
Say no more! Got it!
Well done.
Not a chance! Mirage!
Dragon shout! In a vine?
Radiant
What's this?
storm! Lunar
Rising
blast!
Wiper!
Astral energy! Full throttle! That worked like a dream. I pity anyone who stands in our way.
Oh, you are a game. You are such a piece of shit. Right now. Turn around. No. Fuck.
If it's in the sky, it's
I hope I
mine.
live long enough to regret this.
This one's mine.
I'm out!
Confiscated.
Whirlwind snap!
Mirage!
Wind astral energy.
Ready as rail!
Annihilation.
Rising Wiper! Burn!
Gravitas field.
Armor won't save you!
Rising Wiper!
Wind astral
Mirage!
energy. Raging cascade.
You're mine!
Seal.
Mirage!
I'll finish you here and now!
Outstanding
Rising
form.
Wiper!
Hear me.
Mirage!
Fury.
Mirage!
Alright. It's showtime. Glacial spear. Here's the evil.
Mirage!
In here.
I'll tear you
Free
apart!
Velocity. Saving this one.
Rising Wiper!
What's this?
Here I come!
Banana.
It's over! Burn!
Lunar
Take this.
corruption. Holy land.
You're finished.
Lunar blast.
Here I come.
Annihilation.
You're finished.
Nothing. Downfall.
Mirage!
It's hard to be seen!
Dance in the wind. I'll
Take
heal you
this.
all. In
Rising
here.
Wiper!
What's
I'll
this?
be saving this one.
You picked the wrong fight!
Eagle Fly!
Rising
Now
Wiper!
you're talking!
Mirage!
Ready as rail! Armor won't save you!
Rising Wiper!
So much for sitting this fight out.
That wouldn't be a complaint, I hear.
Nope, that'd be silly. Charge like that
Nope.
could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
This one's mine.
Rising Wiper!
Whirlwind
Mirage!
Astral energy.
Take this! Mirage!
There you go. Don't let out.
Try hard! The flame inside is yours to be let free! Ignite!
Crumble. I'll heal you all.
Rising Wiper!
Wind astral
Mirage!
energy.
Take this!
Hurricane. In here.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
There may be a really cool ass anime cutscene at the end of this whole thing. I'm just saying.
Rising Wiper!
I can handle it. Here's a healing arc. All right. Do it. Showtime.
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
I'm pretty sure there will be a really
I
cool
felt
anime cutscene
better.
at the end of
That's
this.
for sure.
The game's cutscenes,
So
the
those
animated
stories
ones
of
have been
Shield,
really pretty.
They're really a part
Like
of
they
Renna's
really
great
spent some
spirit?
money on the
Most
animation.
likely. But
And I
only a small
appreciate that.
fragment of it in the big picture. I don't sense a will of its own emanating from them.
Okay, this is new.
If it's that insignificant, is there that much point getting rid of it?
Is this the Mega Man fight room teleporters?
Brace yourself!
Let me
This
help.
one's tough! Rising Wiper! Mirage!
Hear my call.
I can carve through one! Rising Wiper! You're mine! Mirage! Got fired!
I've got this. Let a marksman handle it.
All yours! Mirage! Don't leave! In an instant! Impact block! My turn! Burn! Rising
If it's in the sky, it's mine!
I'm sorry to be a bother.
We've all got enough on our plates.
Yes, ma'am.
Rising Wiper!
I need to pull
Rising Wiper!
Lightning orbs!
And more than enough burn out!
Air thrust! Light astral hands in the wind! Steel! Let's get you all tucked away!
Now we're not...
Raging cascade!
Mirage!
Field!
I'm not done!
Get out of there!
Rising Wiper! You're mine!
Take that! Raging cascade!
Take this! Rising Wiper! Mirage!
Air thrust! Here's evil!
I'll finish you here and now!
Magic disaster! Only land!
I'm on! Try harder! Like... Burn in hell!
Not in your dreams!
Rising Wiper!
I'll heal you! Raging cascade!
Hurricane!
Here! Eagle Will this help? Get out of there together!
Mirage!
Photon flash!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Eat this!
You're mine!
Now I'm in the groove!
Mirage! Rising Wiper!
Thanks, Shion.
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry. I'll do better.
Mirage! Double me! In an instant! Impact Claw!
Here, let me help! Raging
Not a
storm!
chance!
Dragon shell! I'm ready!
There you go. Feel like me again.
Take this! Rising Wiper! Here I come!
Radiant sun! Here!
Rising Wiper!
Here, let me help!
This is all mine!
Take this!
Rising Wiper!
Raging
Can't
cascade!
get out of this! I'm on it! I'll run
You're in the wind!
pieces! Attack time!
Air thrust!
Mirage!
Photon flash! They're not playing around! Magic is there!
Rising
I don't
Wiper!
even know the word defeat.
Holy land! Hold on to
Here I
your
come!
arms! Here I come!
Mirage!
Glimmer dragon!
Take this!
Thunder field!
Rising Wiper!
First strike!
Mirage!
I'll end you! I'm just getting started!
Rising Wiper!
Raging storm!
Ow.
Here I come!
Photon
Mirage!
illuminate
The
the
flame
sun!
inside me yearns to be let free!
Holy land!
You're mine! Mirage! Done! Crush!
Gale force!
Take this!
Illuminate the dark! Come on! Holy land!
Take this!
Dragon shell!
Mirage!
This one's mine!
Take this! First strike!
Rising Wiper!
Lightning orb!
Mirage!
Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy
I'll
glimmer!
meet you here and now!
Holy land!
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara!
Denied!
Mirage!
Arch shield! Don't mind if I do!
Rising Wiper!
Here, Marco!
Now I'm in the
Double me! In an instant! Impact Claw! This one's all mine! Not today! Mirage!
Illuminate the sky! Whirlwind forward! Holy land to the shadow!
Rising Wiper! Mirage!
Glimmer dragon!
Radiant light! Eagle raging
Rising Wiper! Mirage!
What's
Take
this?
this!
Flame of fury! Ice prison!
Mirage!
Outstanding form! Magic is there!
Try harder! Now! Mirage!
In the wind! This one's mine! Field!
Rising Wiper! Mirage! Mirage! Rising Wiper! Mirage!
Hold on to your arm!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Armor won't save you!
Not in your dreams!
Take this! Burn it now!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
I think I'm getting stronger.
I don't know that I need these. I don't need to know. I don't know that I need to do these rooms. They're optional. Apparently I just need to do one of them. So confused. All right. So listen, we are an hour over where I normally quit, and I'm gonna call it. We will wrap this up Sunday night, and then we will start Grandia. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you had a good time. I am beat though, and I am gonna go to bed. So I hope you have a wonderful night. I guess sorry, we won't pick it up Sunday. We'll pick it up Monday. Sorry about that. Night.